Hey guys, it's Axel from Jailbirds.
Hey, my name's Quabara.
Hi, this is Shabzi.
Hey there, my name is Rebecca Cappuccini.
This is Maximilian Foy and you're watching deMars Live.
Hey, I'm Mark McDonald.
Hi, I'm Eugene Connolly.
Hi, my name is Ash Orphan.
Hi guys, I'm Layla Jane.
My name is Stephen Brennan.
Hi, my name is Sina Thiel.
Hi, I'm Martin Eastwood.
Hi, I'm Owen Shelley of Strings and Things.
Hi, I'm George James.
Hello humans, I'm Annalisa Furki.
Hi, I'm Tommy Cullen.
Hi, I'm Matthew Redden from Kind.
Hey everyone, my name is Hayley McKay.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Hi, I'm Dario Rodriguez.
Hi, I'm Amy Allen.
Hi, I'm Kigo.
Hey, I'm Hazel Jade Rogers.
Hello, my name is Davina Brady. I'm from the band Sun Shakers.
Hi everybody, Alexi from Fires and EXO Promotions here.
Hi, I'm Jim from Bluefish Stand.
I'm Brew from Blue Sun and Brew Musician.
Hey, it's Barry J. Hughes here. I'm lost.
Hey, I'm Dovely.
And you're watching
deMars Live.
And you're watching deMars Live.
And you're watching deMars Live.
And you're watching deMars Live.
You're watching deMars Live.
You're watching deMars Live.
You are watching deMars Live.
You are watching deMars Live.
You're watching deMars Live.
You're watching deMars Live.
You are watching deMars Live.
And you're watching deMars Live.
You're watching deMars Entertainment, one of the most hard-working and genuine guys in Irish music.
Olá, sou Mema e estás a ver o deMars Live.
Now I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. I don't even know what year it is. But you are watching deMars Live. Enjoy.
This is Shadowman and you are watching deMars Live.
Hi, I'm Mick Joyce and I'm watching deMars Live. It's the life on deMars. There certainly is. Get in there.
I'm John from Cairo Jones and you're watching deMars Live.
And you're listening to deMars Live, keeping it real, but more importantly, keeping it live.
You're watching deMars Live, where the music is great, the chats are awesome, and the people are sound. So make sure you tune in and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm David Christie Jones, and you're watching deMars Live.
Hello everybody! How is everybody doing? Woohoo! We're back! We are back! Oh my god. What that intro, guys. I almost teared up there watching all of those wonderful, wonderful artists that we've had on the show. And there's more. There's been way more than that. But it's just so great to see everybody again, and great to see you guys in the chat already. So welcome everybody. We got Aaron Everything in the house, we've got Tommy Cullen, we've got Keto, we got Leaders and Lunatics. Guys, you're all very, very welcome to the relaunch of deMars Live. Yes, it's been long overdue. It's been very, very long overdue. But hopefully it's worth the wait. We're going to be back every Monday at 6 p.m. Irish time, promoting the very best of independent artists. We're going to have live interviews, performances, new music releases. And I think today we're going to close up. We're going to try our best to close up with a bit of music creation. It might go absolutely disastrous, but stick around for the disaster. Or the potential masterpiece. We never know, but you guys are going to help us at home create some music. That's the plan anyway. We also have a Discord channel as well. You can find that in the description, along with the details to all of the artists that are going to be on the show today, of course, as well. So do check that out, and you're invited to actually join us live on air and discuss any of the hot topics that are happening currently at the moment in the music industry. So let me know, chat, how is the sound for you guys? Is my microphone okay? Is the background music okay? Let me know and I will kick off the show. We've got some great music lined up first before we introduce our first guests. And just to give you a bit of a rundown on who is on today, we have the awesome Kid Ego, who are a Dublin-based glam rock band that only formed very recently. I think it was only about a month or two ago, maybe 2 months. Starring the awesome Stephen Brennan. There he is. I think he's in the chat. Absolutely fantastic bands, already making waves. They performed their first gig in Fibbers. They've recorded some great videos in Tsunami Studios, the home of Transmission TV, of course. And we're going to talk a lot about the 80s music scene in Dublin, and a lot about their style and what kind of made them choose glam rock as a genre to pursue. We've also got the amazing and wonderful Lúa Kalá, all the way from Mexico. She was born in Catalonia in Spain, attended a German school, and she's been surrounded by multiculturalism from the very beginning. She works, does her own stuff, she does covers, she does big band style music. She's absolutely wonderful, so I'm really looking forward to catching up with her again. It's been over a year since we actually chatted on deMars Live. She was on the Halloween show, if some of you guys might remember that. But she's got an upcoming Christmas album, and it's going to be very interesting to chat about sort of the process of releasing a Christmas album, because of course, as you guys know, a lot of musicians in the chat, you know, you have to kind of listen to other Christmas songs, and you have to sort of find that Christmas song sound and things like that. So it's going to be very interesting to get her take on that. So don't forget, when you pop in, say hello in the chat. Do give the stream a like. Do give it a share. It would be great to kind of expand further and spread the joy of music, of course, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to begin our new music playlist, right? So our first bit of music is by JAVIER CARILLO. Yes, JAVIER CARILLO has released a single just there recently called No Sorrow, and that was just there on Friday. He's also got a music video to follow, and he's also got an interview with myself as well that will be released very, very shortly. He's an absolutely awesome musician. I've known him for a couple of years. He's performed at the Crystal Skull Sessions. He's performed in a variety of different venues in Dublin. He started playing drums at the age of 12. Crazy, that's younger than me. I started at 16. He started writing at the age of 15. And he's been playing in a variety of different projects. In 2018, he found his dream team of musicians, and his goals were to gig in 2020 along with everybody else's, but unfortunately is not what happened. But now he's released his recent track there on Friday, and I'm going to play that for you right now. It's interesting because I'm doing everything here today. I'm so used to people doing stuff for me at Transmission TV, so it's always a little bit more unnerving doing this, but I think we're gonna manage. So this is No Sorrow by JAVIER CARILLO.
Hello, don't even have a tomorrow, and only sadness follows. Oh, these days falling, see every day we're just falling. And no one cares that you're running. It's the same for me, for me. But when I close my eyes, I feel the world can turn around. I escaped the thought that there was never hope for us. Funny, it's just the way that you warn me that everything's gonna break me.
And that was Javier Carrillo with his latest release, Sorrow. Do check him out. The details to his social medias are in the description, guys. I hope you enjoyed that first bit of music today. We are going to play 2 more tracks, and then we're going to invite our first guest, Kid Ego, to the show. Our next artist is the awesome, the amazing Aaron Everything, guys. He's there in the chat. Give him a big shout out there, guys. Absolutely fantastic musician, I have to say. Such a variety in sound. He literally does everything. There's nothing he will not touch music sound wise, which is one of the things I really admire about him. Such a varied artist. He is a very, very hard-working artist. Has released a string of singles this year, last year and the year before. I can't even count how many singles he has released, but he is a hard-working musician, and really, really admire him for it. He was brought up in Donegal, and he's only 23 years old, and he is just a really, really awesome, hard-working guy. So this is... I had to find out which song to actually play because he had so many recent releases. But this is the music video for Cryptic. This is his most recent release. So let me just pop that up here. Let's see if we can get it up. Can I get it up? How did we do this? Let's see. Let me see if I can sort this out. So it's been a while, guys. It has been a while since I've done this, okay? It has been a while. So it'll take me a second to just slap this up onto the screen. Come on, guys. Where is this thing? I thought I had it already. I think I'll just do it from scratch. Music videos, you just got to treat them a little bit differently, you know. So bam, bam, bam. Let's see if this will work. This won't work. Let's see. Remove that one. Stream. What am I using? I'm using Streamlabs. Streamlabs for my streaming. So there's so many different things here. Window capture. Let's do that. Oh yeah, it's under artist too. I forgot about that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Fantastic. So Aaron Everything, and this is his most recent music video, Cryptic.
So cryptic, why you cover me in lipstick? Then you go and tell your friend that I ain't shit. Played it, there's a picture in my head and it wasn't you I painted. Acrylic memories always end up faded. Overzealous tendencies and stories you created. Behind the lines of enemies, that's where I'll be waiting. You get off and all the words I end up instigating. You devise the strategies and I'm the one that played it. You know it's full of painted. Walking up the boulevard, my star is on the page. Super solid and boy bite. Do they sell when the boy right? Melancholy Hollywood when they ain't light up the sign. Knew you never understood the schedules I undertook to make sure that we'd have it good. Guess you something that I overlooked. You so cryptic. Why you cover me in lipstick? Then you go and tell your friend that I ain't shit. Played it. There's a picture in my head and it wasn't you I painted. Acrylic memories always end up faded. Overzealous tendencies and stories you created. Behind the lines of enemies, that's where I'll be waiting. You get off and all the words I end up instigating. You devise the strategies and I'm the one that played it. I'm the one that played it again. Right into the palm of your hands. Right into the palm of your hands. Right into the palm of your hands. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, 1, 2, 3. You so cryptic. Why you cover me in lipstick? Then you go and tell your friends that I ain't shit. Playing it. There's a picture in my head and it wasn't you I painted. Acrylic memories always end up fading. All the zealous tendencies and stories you created. Behind the lines of enemies, that's where I'll be waiting.
Aaron, everything with Cryptic, absolutely awesome. Really like this guy. Check him out there, guys. The link is in the description there below the video. Pop in and give his page a like. I have to say, like, you know, I've seen his journey over the past year. We did an article on him for deMars magazine. And he is just getting bigger, better. His production is fantastic, I have to say. So fair play to you, Aaron. Keep those tunes coming, man. And I wish you the very best. Stay in touch with us. So we've got one more artist left to play. Bit more new music for you guys. And this time it's from the one we know very well as well, Luke Watterson. It's great. It's just great to see artists continually releasing music. I know all these names over the past, some I've known a bit longer than others, but a lot of the artists, EPKs that I'm getting, are all artists that we have either written about on deMars magazine or have had on deMars Live before, and people are still releasing so much music. It's just absolutely crazy. It's hard to keep up with it all. So it's sometimes one show a week. I'm thinking now it's not enough to cover everything. And it was also very tough to pick only 3 songs to play for this show. But this next act is Luke Watterson, and he's a singer-songwriter from Ireland. He's made a name for himself travelling around the world and performing in Ireland, Scotland, England, Holland, Germany. He's influenced by artists such as Ray Charles, Nirvana, Queen, B.B. King, and modern artists such as St. Vincent and Meg Myers. So his recent release, which we are playing... Which one are we playing now? Let's see. Another artist that has released some fantastic singles. We're going to play Remind Me Tomorrow, which was recently, I think only last week released. And this will be our last track before we bring on Kid Ego, guys. So let me just set that up for you here. And when you pop into the chat, do say hello. Let me know who is hanging around with us this evening, guys. I'm absolutely delighted to have you all here on the show. I'm so happy to be back. It's been long overdue, and I'm absolutely delighted to be listening to some great artists, and I'm looking forward to having some great chats as well. So here's Luke Watterson with Remind Me Tomorrow.
Remind me tomorrow to never forget my past. Remind me tomorrow I wasn't built to last. Remind me tomorrow I've gotta have a little faith. Remind me tomorrow to swim against the waves. why so far? Remind me tomorrow, my last days holding your hand. Remind me tomorrow to be that better man. But I'm always running late to find out where you are. But it's never too late. Oh, I can't make up my mind. But I'm always running late to find out where you are. But it's never too late. Oh, I can't make up my mind. Make up your mind. Make up your Remind me tomorrow to fix my broken cassette. Remind me tomorrow, I'm just not ready yet.
Yeah. Luke Watterson with Remind Me Tomorrow, guys. What a track. Leaders and Lunatic says this is a cool track. Absolutely. Those are our 3 new releases, guys. They're in the description there if you want to learn more about the artist and listen to all of the other fantastic releases that they've done over the past years, multiple years. Really delighted to see some of the guys as well releasing new songs. It's always great to see that. So welcome everybody to deMars Live. Very excited. I know I keep saying it, but I actually really am. It's just been, I don't even know how many months it's been. It's been way too long. So these are all very, very welcome. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're here every Monday at 6 p.m. Irish time. Okay, so join us and get to know more about the music scene, the independent music scene, the Irish music scene, and we're also going worldwide as well, of course. So our first guests are going to be Kid Ego, that are going to join us in a couple of seconds. We've also got the amazing Lúa Kalá, all the way from Mexico, so we're going to learn a little bit about the Mexican music scene as well. She's an independent artist too, and she's releasing an upcoming Christmas album, so it's going to be exciting to kind of talk about that and learn about her experiences as well, making music in Mexico, of course. So it's always great to learn about other cultures and learn about music in different countries. So yeah, guys, pop a message when you hop in. Let us know that you're there. We're going to have a little discussion as well today about the state of the music industry, what you guys think the forecast is with regard to the restrictions that are happening. I know pubs and clubs at the moment are to be closed at midnight, so that was a big blow for a lot of musicians. Obviously, you know, we play till about 2 a.m. if we have to, right? So it's a bit of a buzzkill. It looks like, I don't know, what do you think? Will there be music in December? Will there be live music in December? We don't know. I mean, they're saying that they might close pubs and clubs completely if the numbers don't go down. So it would be great to hear your opinion. And you are welcome to pop onto our Discord as well if you'd like to vocalize your opinion. This is a non-censorship, I was going to say platform, but the platform itself is a bit censoring. But this show is a non-censoring show, so I'm totally open to have any opinion from any angle being said. It won't be a debate, it's just your opportunity to have your voice heard on the show. No matter what your background, no matter what your opinion, this is a platform to do it in. So after our last guest, I will open the floor to you guys in the comment section. You can write them in the comments, or you can join me on my Discord, and the link to that is in the description as well. So you can join that Discord anyway if you want, even if you don't want to come on live to chat. there is a channel there that says on air, and I can invite you to that and you can have a chat, or you can join the Discord anyway. We always update you with all the live stuff that's happening, and there's memes and a bit of crack there as well, so you guys are welcome to actually even suggest sections to be created where that can be perhaps useful to musicians or useful to people, and it would be great to kind of expand the community there. So yeah, feel free to check that out. And yeah, later on as well, I will be doing some music creation. Yeah, I'm shooting myself in the foot here, but I set up the Ableton, and we'll see if it works. We're going to see if it works. As I was saying at the start, it might be a disaster, or it might be a masterpiece. You never know. So you might as well just give it a go. That's my motto. And you guys in the chat will decide and assist with writing a song. So we're going to write a song together. I am not by any means a fantastic musician at all, actually, with regard to like keyboards and Ableton stuff. But for me, I'm taking it as a bit of a learning opportunity. I get to kind of learn a little bit, and maybe you guys can suggest what chords and stuff to use and what kind of combinations and all that kind of jazz. So anyway, that's the show in a nutshell. Let's welcome our first guest. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? We got Dave Duggan in the chat. What's the story, Dave? Thanks for popping in. First artist. Oh, me nerves. Jesus. What am I going to ask them? My God. Kid Ego. Kid Ego, guys. Led by Stephen Brennan, who we know very well from a variety of different projects. And yeah, he set up a glam rock band in Dublin. How awesome is that? There's not enough glam rock bands around. There's not enough 80s themed bands, in my opinion, original bands like. So I'm really excited about this. When he first told me about it, I was like, that's absolutely fantastic. Sign me up. I think it's a great idea. So let's see. So they channel their heroes such as Kiss and Extreme. Kid Ego style combines thrusting hard rock riffs with an 80s glam twist. Absolutely love it. So they only started about 2 months ago. They've already recorded some videos in Tsunami Studios, home of Transmission TV. They've already played a gig in Fibbers, which is great. I wish I got to see that. Let me know in the chat if you saw that gig. And they are just making headways. They're doing it right. They're starting it right. So I'm really excited to learn more about them. Keto, yes, we're writing a song. That's why I need you here. I need you here to help me, guys. I need the support. Gotta have that 80s twang, guys. So we're gonna learn a little bit. And by the way, yeah, post any questions you want to the artists. You know, this is your chance to ask questions. So feel free to ask them any questions. Express your long desires for them, or whatever you want. Right, okay, so let's invite them to the show. Let's go. Give them some love in the chat, guys. Give them some love in the chat. The wonderful, the amazing Kid Ego. Guys, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, coming in.
Loud and clear. How is it going? What's the crack?
Great, how you doing yourself?
Oh, do you know what? I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie, right? Because it's, as you know, it's been so long since we've actually done a deMars live. So, you know, technology. No matter how many times you get technology right, it seems to sometimes go wrong. Not that anything has gone wrong yet, but it's just the anticipation of perhaps it going wrong. But no, I'm super excited. I'm so happy to have you guys on the show. So we've got Stephen Brennan. We've got Stephen Brennan, who is the songwriter and guitarist, correct? Is that how we phrase it?
That is correct, yeah.
That's
we'll
where
well, we all write together, so.
All right together, awesome.
Yeah.
And please introduce me to who is sitting beside you, because this is my first time meeting her.
This is Ruth, our vocalist, so you'll see her in the videos absolutely tearing it up in a few minutes, I'd say, so.
Awesome, Ruth. Awesome. Well, listen, it's a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, I saw the videos, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. Really great cover choices. And yeah, no, I think you guys are going to be absolutely awesome addition to the Dublin music scene. As I was saying, I haven't seen too many kind of glam rock bands in the Dublin music scene. What kind of drew you to that genre?
So I guess before all of the COVID stuff happened, I think you were in a blues band as well, right? Or
yeah, I was. Yeah.
I was in a blues band. Ruth is in a blues band. We were in a funk band for a while as well together. That's how we met. But I think after COVID, I was kind of thinking it's enough of all the serious music. People just want to party and have fun now because things are starting to open up. Ha ha ha. But yeah, so I was like, what is the best party music? And 80s glam is just so much fun. And it's stylistically, it's not a very deep genre of music, but it is what it is. Everything's laid out on the surface. It's great fun to dance to. We just want to have a good time, and we want to make sure everybody else has a good time as well. So
awesome. And Ruth, what's your take then as well? Then coming from sort of a blues and funk kind of background.
Yeah, I mean, so like, I was a total newbie to the genre. Like, I had never really listened. I grew up listening to grunge, so like, the 80s was just like a blank for me. So I was invited onto this project, and I was like, yeah, I'll see how it goes. And like, you know, the basis of it is still blues. Like, there's still blues riffs. There's still like blues vocals, you know. So I definitely absolutely fell in love with the music immediately, and was invited to basically like find a tone of, you know, a tongue-in-cheek kind of approach to it that felt my own, which was really, really fun. So the other thing about this band is that everybody's really, really sound. really, really sound and really hard working. So it's just an absolute pleasure to work with everybody. So yeah, it's been a complete opposite for me, coming at it completely new and listening to it and being like, oh, this stuff's pretty good, you know? So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
It's been really fun.
You've got fresh ears and
totally.
And
completely fresh.
And that's great that you just kind of leaped into it, you know. And you guys, it feels like you guys leapt into it, because I think originally when I spoke to Stephen, it was like, oh, we're going to start a cover band, we're going to be doing glam rock, and then all of a sudden you are writing originals out of nowhere. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did that start?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. So like, again, like you said, it was originally going to be kind of like a covers project and just to see where it went. And then I guess when everybody got in the room together, there was just good energy, and you know, like our guitarist and bassist I think they're watching at the moment. Our drummer might be watching as well. They couldn't be here unfortunately, but like together in the room, it was like get into the room, everybody started jamming, and some good stuff kind of fell out. And then the writing process is like just so pain-free, like by far the most pain-free out of all of the bands I've ever been in. It's just everything comes together very quickly, and you know, I think that it helps. Most of the guys in the band have kind of been around the block a bit. You know, there's no kind of like awkwardness, or nobody's like unsure of their abilities. Everybody's like basically shit hot, and they're kind of like, yeah, we know we're shit hot, so it's okay. But
deadly.
I don't know.
Deadly.
Yeah, it just feels good to get out there, especially like after COVID as well. It's like everyone's dying for live music, and everyone just wants to play, and it doesn't really matter whether it's like a Kiss cover or a new original. It just feels great to get into it and get back at it. So
yeah, well, it's great you kind of went with the flow, right? Because if you were kind of, you know, when you set out with an idea and, you know, something else might manifest out of it, which happens so often, right? You start with an idea, and then other things, especially as an artist, right? Things kind of in any actually department, and you didn't fight it. You just went with it and decided to go the original route. So well, first of all, actually, yeah, let's talk about your musicians a little bit. Who else you have? You've got 3 other members, so let's not forget about them, because they might be watching, right? So let us know who else is on. We've got bass, we've got another guitarist, and we've got a drummer. So let us know a little bit about those guys.
Should we do like one each?
No, you do.
I'll introduce the third one.
Yeah, okay, cool. So bass first, I guess. So Oz is our bass player. I think we've got stage names. So last time he was Osmosis, because I forgot what his actual stage name was. But
it changes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, he played with Lace Weaver, was it?
Lace Weaver,
yeah. So I met him like before COVID. We were in a blues band together actually, and we did like quite a few gigs in town. Again, it's like one of those things where you're in a band and like everything's going. I think the story is the same with everyone. You know, you're in a band and it's going really well, and then suddenly March 2020 rolls around and the rug is pulled from under you completely. So he was like blues bassist in that. I was actually in another band with him before that, and we were doing all originals. And yeah, he's just super solid, like really experienced, and he just brings it every time. So yeah,
and he has such great ideas.
Yeah,
like he'll just be like listening quietly, and then go up to Dave and be like, Dave, I think you should do a 9th here, and then he plays it, and it's phenomenal. Like,
he wrote like we do a Britney Spears cover, and he came up with this idea for a chord that I just never would have thought of, which is really embarrassing because it's like it's not even his instrument. He's like, I think you should do this chord, and you're kind of like, that's never gonna work, and then you play it, and you're like, holy shit.
And his ear is unbeatable. If I'm like, do these things work? And he's like, let me hear it. And then he's like, yes. And I'm like, if Oz says it works, then it works.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's great to have somebody like that in the band. Yeah, fantastic.
So then our drummer is Anna. So Anna, I don't actually know that much about Anna. She's just kind of like an enigma. She like turns up and like plays drums really, really well.
That's all you need from a drummer.
She is the band. Anna is in a glam rock band. Yeah, she's super solid as well. Like we ran a couple of like audition stages to try and find members. And I think Anna couldn't make the auditions but send over a load of videos. And she has experience in like a huge different array of genres. Like she was living in the UK I think before and played a load of festivals over there, like did kind of blues rock, did the funk thing as well. Like it was pretty funny actually, like there's a lot of crossover, there's a lot of blues rock and funk through the band. So that's great for rhythm and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, Anna's super solid, like turns up all the time, super like what can you say? I don't play drums, but I know that she's a very good drummer. So
that's all you need to know.
Yeah, and then Dave is like, so I think the best way to talk about Dave is like at the audition he turned up and he had like the Gibson Les Paul case, the brown one, like it's really nice. I think everyone who doesn't have a Gibson Les Paul is kind of like a little bit jealous of people who have the Les Paul just because the leather case is so nice.
It's all about the case.
Yeah, then he comes in with his pedal board, opens up his pedal board, and I was like, oh, there's the Slash signature wah and Slash signature EQ, and looks like he's got like a lot of Slash pedals. He opens the guitar case, it's like, oh, it's the Slash signature Les Paul as well. And then he started playing, and it was just like it just sounded like Slash, and I was like, this is so sick. Yeah, Dave is amazing. Like he's got a great ear as well, and we bounce recordings back and forth a lot through WhatsApp and stuff like that. And like he plays a lot of Slash stuff, but his range is really good as well. Like he hits a lot of different like guitars from that kind of 80s era. So he's like, oh, I played this thing and it kind of sounds like Joe Perry, and it will sound like Joe Perry. It's really impressive. Like I don't have that kind of chameleonic thing where you can play like another guitar player and sound exactly like them, but he has it nailed. And also when he starts playing a solo, everyone is just kind of like, so.
Yeah, I was kind of like that when I was watching your videos, and it's great because you actually get a close up and sort of see what he's doing, and I still don't understand, obviously, as a drummer.
I don't either.
I'm just like, wow, that's great. So now you seem to have a super group together with you, which is perfect. It's great, and I'm delighted for you, first of all, that it all worked out for you, because I know the struggles of starting a band, finding the right people, and sometimes there's a little bit of, there can be doubts and things like that, but you guys seem to have launched into it really well, and I'm delighted that you are writing. What's kind of your goal, I suppose? Are you guys going to be releasing some stuff on Spotify soon, some singles?
Yeah, I think like short-term goals probably just to take over the world and then go from there. No, I think
it's a good place to start.
Yeah, just start small. No, I think like we'd really like to get an EP out there. Obviously, like gigging is something that we all want to do more of. So if you're watching and you've got an open slot or your gig, hit us up, please. And we're totally happy to go home at 12 as well.
Yeah.
To bed early is nice.
Absolutely, I prefer that as well. I'm getting old here. I can't stay past 12. The Cinderella effect hits me,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll go from looking gorgeous to looking
like, absolute state. Absolute state a minute.
Yeah, no, I mean like gigging, like the gig we did in February was amazing because that was the first gig I'd played in Ireland in like 18, 19 months or something crazy like that. And just like, people love it as well. Whenever things are starting to open it up, like people have been missing live music so much.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was great to connect to an audience. I don't know, what do you think?
I mean, we have, there's no limit to how far we want to take this. The curiosity is to see whether or not people are as nostalgic for 80s glam as we are, and to find out if they want to party like we want to party, and if they want to hear chunky, awesome riffs like we want to play them, so like, we want to do everything, and we're so committed. It's awesome when you get that chemistry, when everybody's just like, let's see how far this goes. We definitely want to tour, if we can get that together, and we'd love to do Europe and abroad if we could as well.
Which artists would you like? Which artists would you like to tour with? Like, is there any like big ones? Let's say let's say you got to hop on like a tour with a large artist, glam or 80s, within the genre. I would assume. Is there one that pops out?
We are all huge fans of Royal Blood, so if anybody from Royal Blood.
Paul Archbold, who we work with a lot, he's a huge Royal Blood fan, so I'm sure he has to. I'd say he has to check you guys out as well, definitely. And what was the response in Fibbers actually? So how was response? Did you get any feedback from people, and what was that like?
I think it was pretty positive, really. Like we were on first, which is like, yeah, we're probably like a little later on would have been nicer for us, I think. But like I think the response was overwhelmingly positive. People had a great time. We had a really good time as well. Yeah, I think I didn't hear a bad word about it. So that's what I think.
Like it's a very easy sell to be playing live music at the moment because people are just so starved for it. And I'd say Fibbers was probably the right place for us. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone who's in Fibbers at 8 p.m. on a Saturday is probably primed to want to hear some of us. So
that's a prime slot as well, I have to say. But as well, glam rock in itself. Like I mean, what's the? Have you researched into sort of in Dublin like? Who else does glam rock? Does that kind of style are doing? Is there many artists that pop out?
As far as I know, there are 2 other bands who would have like kind of crossover with our set, but they only do covers.
Okay.
So as far as I know, there is no like original glam band in Dublin at the moment. If I'm wrong, get in touch because I want to hear your music.
We should put that on our promotional material.
Only original
Dublin's only glam band.
I can only think of one. There is one, and I don't even know if they're still. They toured with Tracy Guns, I believe. Is that correct? Am I saying that right? Is it Tracy Guns from the original Guns N' Roses founder? Is that correct? And they were called.
Dave in the chat will tell you for sure.
Dave will not. Oh, Dave, your Dave, yeah. Our Dave won't. It's not helpful at all.
Guns N' Roses super fan, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't remember what they're called. Tommy Rocket is the thing. You should hook you guys up.
I know those guys. Yeah, I think they're gone. That was Easy Tiger or something like that. They were called.
Yeah. So they're finished now as well. So that's
a good name.
Yeah. So that's it's only you guys now. So that's great. You guys are going to be.
It's impossible to know what bands are still together right now and which aren't. You know, like there's so many bands that are like texting each other in the group chat that has been quiet for a year and a half, being like, hey, do you guys want to get together and chat? Like nobody knows. Like it's gonna like become apparent in the next like 12 months or whatever how many bands have survived and how many have fallen apart and super groups will have formed in their place. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see if any more glam bands form to join us.
Yeah, you guys might have like a responsibility all of a sudden by picking this genre to be sort of the leaders in this genre department, which is great actually. You know, that's exciting. Yous are kind of like, you know, spearheading a genre in a country that's like already it's massively renowned for music already, Ireland, you know. So so many fantastic musicians, yet not many go for the glam rock. That's very interesting, you know. And I'm a huge fan. Like I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan. I'm a huge 80s fan, as you know, Stephen, you know. 80s pop and rock is my bread and butter, you know. And it's a lot of it is to do about the feeling, really, you know. When listening to music like that, I just kind of my nose kind of shrivels up like this and I'm just like yes and I just get very motivated and excited, and I'm sure playing that kind of genre as well as it instills that same sort of feeling.
It's so adrenaline pumping. Like it's just, you know, you might drag yourself to practice after work and everybody's shaking off the cobwebs, and then we play like Detroit Rock City and we're just like nah. It's amazing. It's so good.
I really thought I'd be sick of Detroit Rock City by now. Like I've been listening to nothing but Detroit Rock City for like the last, I don't know how many months.
It's impossible. You can't be sick of that song. Like, it's just so good. Yeah.
Brilliant. And tell us a little bit about your recordings in Tsunami Studios then. What we're going to play one of the tracks, and tell us a little bit about that experience and what you guys recorded there.
Yeah, so I got like into the Tsunami Studios through your Transmission TV, I think it was. Like I think there's a New Year's special that was run last year, and I kind of got into the studio there to like meet the guys and stuff. And the operation is crazy. Like it's, well, you know yourself, obviously, from working so closely with them. But if anyone's watching who hasn't been there, yeah, they basically have this kind of room out in Dublin 12, and it's just like insanely well set up, like super professionally isolated, and like they've got a nice mixing room. The guys are lovely as well. The deal we got was incredible. Like I think I can't remember exactly how much we paid, but we got 3 like tracks recorded. Like it was live recordings and video done as well. And it was just like the quality of the video, as you'll see yourself down in a second, and the sound quality as well. Like for a live video was really, really good. So we kind of went there and then laid down 3 tracks, just one night. And I think actually the original, we kind of had agreed to do 2 tracks and we were going to do 2 covers. and then we kind of had the idea of just doing 3 instead. We were kind of like, oh, it'd be great if we had an original just to get those gigs. Because, you know, it was kind of like the idea of moving to get more gigs or like kind of in venues like Fibbers, you know, where they like originals. So I think the original we have here was actually written after we'd kind of signed up to do an original. So it was a bit like kind of off the cuff and rushed. But yeah, no, the guys were lovely. Like, I'd highly recommend anyone who was thinking about recording stuff. I think they're running an EP deal at the moment as well. So like, yeah, if you're in the market for that kind of thing, then yeah, get onto them. They're so good.
Yeah, I can't recommend them highly enough. It was just completely painless experience, and as you know, like being in the recording studio can be really, really tense. And like not only that, but they're running video at the same time. So like they're just such professionally. Like they're amazing to work with. So
Awesome. They also made us look sexy as hell. So you know.
Yeah, they did.
That's true. That's
not
true.
that we need that much help. Like,
no, definitely not. It was all in HD as well, all HD.
Yeah.
No, that's
every wrinkle, every grey hair,
every perfection is seen, is captured.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, fair play to you for bigging the guys up, and no, I'm glad you've had an awesome experience in there, and I think I've only listened to. I'll be frank, actually, I don't believe I listened to your original in there, so I don't know if that was one of the videos sent, because I was in such a rush today. I just kind of grabbed the second we transfer, which had.
Is this a segue?
Which had the,
you should listen to it right now.
Yeah.
We recorded 3 videos actually there. So we recorded a Britney Spears cover.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna go for.
And go for Britney?
I'm gonna go for Britney, but now I wish I had the original. Do you have the original one as well?
Yeah, I think.
Oh
you
my
have
God.
the links. So.
My God. Okay, I would have wanted to go for the original song, but
we can make the original happen. I think you have the link there.
I do, but it's 600 megs and I have to load it into Streamlabs. It's going to take too long for me to do. So I failed on that one. So we're going to give people Britney, which is great anyway. But obviously, you know, we want to hear some original stuff from you guys. So maybe it's something I can I can play. When are you releasing them officially, actually, by the way? Oh, so you've released 1, haven't you already?
We've released 2 already, actually. So we released Britney just before our first gig. Then the original was released like just last Friday, because we got some like a kind of good response on the Instagram after our first gig. So we wanted to give the new followers something.
Give the people what they want, you know.
Something to look at. We had one video. We weren't actually sure when to release it. We were hoping to release it tonight on the show. So I guess by the end of the show we'll have it uploaded. So it's another cover.
Fantastic.
We've actually talked about the song already. So
yeah, cat's out of the bag.
Perfect.
If you are also not sick of Detroit Rock City, you should listen to our new cover.
I had a feeling. I didn't even know, but then when you mentioned it so many times, I was like, it's going to be that song, isn't it? That's great.
Yeah. It's the first song we've ever played together. It's the first song that I listened to on the list of songs for this project. Like, it's so deeply ingrained in the DNA of the band. Like, we're just we're really, really glad to have like a video of us playing it, because it's just such a great song. Like,
awesome. That's great. You can't sell that anymore. Definitely. So I do believe you. And obviously, guys, yeah, check out the description where Kid Ego's social links are, and they are releasing a video tonight. Yeah, tonight they're releasing it. Yeah. So Detroit Rock City. Jesus, guys, I'm really looking forward to it. And fair play to you for banging out all those 3 songs in one sitting as well. You know, it is a lot of pressure as well to be kind of recording in a studio, but getting the audio and visuals down. It's absolutely fantastic. Leaders and Lunatic says, "Will I post the original in the chat?" No, I think we've gone past this already. I think we'll just go with what we have, and
we can play a little bit for you later. Dave.
Hey, it's my first day, guys. It's my first day. Give me a break. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna play the song at our when you guys depart. So I wanted to, I guess, give you a chance to sort of maybe just have a quick chance to sort of mention anything else that we might have omitted in our conversation today. I know you said you are planning to release some an EP. That's what you guys are working for. Is there anything else you want to mention before I let you go?
If you have a slot open, you want to play our gigs, then let us play.
Is this a direct thing towards me now, or is this for the chat? Because
100% for you. No,
Jesus, thanks for putting me on the spot here. I'm not even doing gigs yet. Like, it's mad. I haven't been, like, I did one Bowie gig, and then like I'm hearing close at 12, you know, and I'm like, okay, the next step is probably going to be close full stop. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I mean, the way we're going, it's very difficult to actually book gigs. I'm afraid to for having to sort of go through the whole letdown thing, you know. But yeah, absolutely.
Really,
The plan is to get back doing like stuff, you know, possibly in Chennai and things like that. So, you know, I definitely want to get back into venues. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of, we're going into the darkness really at the moment, right? We're still getting into season of flus and all that kind of jazz. So it is quite difficult. But you guys are excited. I don't want to put you down, because that's not necessarily what's going to happen either. Like, things could be absolutely fine and we'll keep gigging and we'll stay within these sort of light restrictions. McGuffin's asking, what's Ruth's favorite slow song?
Wow. I actually think maybe we do it in our set. Huh?
Do we have a slow song?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do a cover of Etta James's I Just Want to Make Love to You, which if any of you are 90s kids, you know from the Diet Coke ad where they tried to encourage people to drink Diet Coke for breakfast, which is not weird and very normal.
That's very
And
like Coca-Cola.
it's just a phenomenal song, and it's just a great use of your roux. Like, it's just a great use of your vocalist, you know what I mean? So I love that one because you can really lean into the blue notes on it. It's a lot of fun to play.
And what about yourself, Stephen?
I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't, but like...
Anyone's here now, we can play it.
And what other songs do you have in your set list? Like, what else do you have besides Detroit Rock City?
We just played Detroit Rock City 7 times. To be honest. I seem to be happy enough with that.
We might as well, to be honest.
Yeah, so I guess our first gig we did kind of like 7 songs. Most of them were covers. We had the one original that was long. So we always kick off at Detroit Rock City because I think it's just a great banger to get things going. We played with Joan Jett and Blackhearts. You know, what's it called?
I Hate Myself for Loving You.
Yeah. So that was like a huge hit in the 80s, and like it's like a cool way to bring things down a little bit before, you know, you bring it back up again, and then we go from that into the Etta James song. We do a medley with the Etta James one, but I won't tell you what it is because I think you guys need to come and see us yourself.
Great sell.
So, yeah, then we do a bit of Britney. We got our original there as well, and then we've got kind of like Guns N' Roses cover. What am I missing? Am I missing one?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's kind of like we've been kind of adding a lot of songs as well. We've got a lot of like songs in the pipeline, like a lot of originals that are kind of either half written.
Just haven't had the time to be able to write like we want to. But like, you know, glam is such a fuzzy genre. Like, it can be anything from like T-Rex and David Bowie to like extreme in the 1990s. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So like, you know, like curating a bunch of covers that is like the kind of sound that we want to go to, you know, that we want to draw upon, has been really, really interesting and a huge learning curve for me personally. But like, it's really, really great that like you can take everything from like off these like 30 years, you know what I mean, and like kind of hone in on the exact sound that we're going for. So like, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Is there any songs you've tried out and gone, actually, nah, that's not gonna work, or that's not our vibe?
Yeah, we have an original that we're trying to crack, and it's just a nightmare.
I think it just needs time.
It needs time.
It just needs time.
I think that's it. It's like we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, like everything we play is like I really believe that, you know, when you're on stage, especially, it's like, as a musician, you probably understand this like probably better than we do, but like as a musician, it's your job to like play in a place where you're comfortable to the point where people are going to have a good time. Like, nobody wants to see, you know, if you're really pushing the boundary, getting on stage and making a load of mistakes, nobody wants to see that. So like, I think that everything that we're doing, everyone is completely in their comfort zone. And I think it makes for a better time for us, makes for a better time for people listening to us as well, because it means we can put on a good show without being like, I need to play this guitar solo in 38 or whatever.
Well, luckily for us, everybody's comfort zone is at a really high level though. It's like Dave's comfort zone is like his fingers turn into blur. You know? It's just right. These 2 frets. Just basically what Stephen said, like we just want to have a good time with it. And I think it really, really helps when, you know, like, you cannot bottle musical chemistry. Like, you just got to get everybody in a room and see if it exists, you know what I mean? And like, I was immensely surprised at how painless it was to pull that set together in the short notice that we had, because it was just like, everyone there was just so stoked to be there, and just like, we gel so well together that it's just been like the most, like, the easiest I've ever seen a set come together, you know? It's really fun.
What venues are you kind of eyeing up in Dublin and in Ireland? Is there any that you are kind of reaching out to?
The 3 Arena.
I think I might have some contacts, you know.
We'll clean the floor in there, I swear. Like literally.
We'll mop the floor with anybody else who plays there. No,
Sinead is like Sinead and Workman's are two like I played there with my last band, and the
Workman's,
sound
yeah,
is
it's
always
great.
really nice. The sound in Workman's is sick.
I've never actually played Workman's.
Whelan's.
Really? Oh, it's really like I don't know if they still have the same front of house guy that they did before, but the sound engineer was like the monitoring was just exceptional. We played for this guy called Carvin Jones. He's like this American blues player, so we opened for him, and he called himself the Carvinator, and came on wearing this like sequined blazer and just played like crazy party blues all night long.
Nice.
And completely ignored all of us, so that was nice.
Oh really?
I'm earlier support act. He's kind of like, I'm the Carvinator, baby, buy my t-shirt. You're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
But so Sinead, Workman's, I'd really like to play like Fred Zeppelin's in Cork.
Yeah.
Like Fred Zeppelin's is such a like class spot.
Roisin Dove.
Of course.
I have a lot of fond memories of going to rock shows in Whelan's as a young college student. So I'd really love to play there.
Great. Well, that's it, guys. Compile that list there in the chat and sort the guys out with some gigs. Yeah, that's
we'll
great.
Play in your back garden if you'll have us.
Yeah, well, that could be it. That's what a lot of bands did when you couldn't have the indoor stuff, right? It was back garden, outdoor gigs, you know. So I mean, I'm sure playing glam rock as well is kind of like you get heated up a little bit, don't you, when you play? So even in the winter, you can play outdoors, no problem, I'm sure.
Does not go with the leather.
Doesn't that? No. Oh, okay.
No, it's a very sweaty genre, and the style is a very sweaty style. It's a strange combination.
Yeah. Well, guys, in the whole time we were chatting just there, I managed to sort out the video. So we've got "Love Is Long."
Ah, you hero.
Lined up. Do you like my multitasking skills there, guys? Yeah, guys in the chat.
What a pro.
Telling you, seamless. Downloaded 1.5 gigs, had to extract it because it was RAR file. RAR. Slapped it into Streamlabs. I'm going to play it for you guys now. This is your first original release, guys. I haven't heard it yet. I'm really looking forward to it. Love Is Long. Are you expecting to release it on Spotify? I know you mentioned EP, but are you expecting to release this song as a standalone audio, or are we keeping it as the video for now?
That was a great question. Should we?
Why aren't you in the band? No, we should put it on Spotify.
We need a manager, Dave.
Yeah.
Stop! I can barely manage my own life. I'll tell you that, guys. Seriously, it's an organized mess over here. I know it looks like it's all running smoothly, but the amount of madness. But
you mean that's not your real bedroom?
That's not your actual desk.
No, this is my desk. This is all real. This is all look there. I'm hitting it. Yeah. I'm hitting the desk. Don't mind that greenish hue around my arm there. You know, it's I'm just I've contracted some kind of mutant thing. But yeah, guys, listen, I'm really looking forward to, I'm super excited now. I hope this works because I didn't even get to test it. So I'm just going to press play and transition and we'll see how it goes. So guys, absolute pleasure. Root, lovely to meet you. Stephen, absolute pleasure chatting to you again. I wish you the very, very best with this project, man. I have a good feeling about it. Everything seems absolutely right. The members that you have, the chemistry, the genre that you've chosen, and the time that you're starting this project, I think it's all aligning. I feel good about it for sure, if that means anything, but really, really wish you all Godspeed, guys. And if I hear any sort of openings and gig slots and stuff, I'll definitely be putting you guys forward. You already have a fantastic EPK pretty much with these 3 songs, which was a great decision to go for. I think the music video recording idea was a strong option because people get to see you guys, especially with glam rock and that sort of vibe. You want to capture that visually as well. So fair play to you. Is very smart thinking on that. And yeah, listen, I'm going to let you go, guys. I wish you all the very best. And guys, in the chat, we're going to be listening to Love Is Long. Yes, we got it.
Nice.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. Take it easy.
You know I'm in it and I'm in it for
And we're back. Did you like that, guys? Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy our first guest? Let me know in the chat what you thought of the awesome Kid Ego. Love is Long. Their recent release. It's out there already on their Facebook, on their YouTubes. Check them out. Check out the description. What an awesome project. That gave me energy, guys. Did that give you energy? Jesus, I feel pumped. Can you do the Van Halen splits? Damn it, man. I missed out on that question. I'll try to keep an eye out in future. But yeah, let us know in the chat what you thought of that. And they are releasing a track as well this evening. Detroit Rock City. The band that does a mix of covers and originals. Glam rock. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. I really want to see these guys live. So yeah, let's go to their next gig. Let's do it. Maybe the lockdown won't happen. Maybe we'll gigs till midnight. Happy days. We get a good night's sleep after rocking out. That might do it. Let us know in the chat as well. We're gonna have a conversation tonight about where you think the music scene is going, where the music industry is going. Do you think another lockdown is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be harsh restrictions again? What do you guys think? I really want to know your opinion. I'll be frank, I'm a little bit pessimistic about it. I'm quite optimistic in general, right? I'm an optimistic person, but I really doubt that everything's going to be absolutely normal throughout the Christmas, and I really don't want to set myself up for, let's say, failure and sadness of expecting gigs. So I've kind of accepted my own reality, but that's not necessarily the truth. That's not necessarily what is going to happen. So I really want to know your opinions. I want to gather all the opinions of you guys. So you're welcome to pop on Discord after our next guest, and we're going to have a bit of a chit chat briefly. And if nobody comes on, that's fine. We'll just pop straight into creating a song together. So there's a couple of options for what will happen after we have our chat with our next guest. Dave says no to what? No, you don't think it's going to close? You think everything's going to be dandy? Is your project back up, actually? I forgot the name of your project, actually. The Smoky Joes or something, is it? Well, I can't remember now. You have a song called Velvet. I can't remember your band. Sorry, Dave. It's been so long. It's been so long, Dave. This is how long it's been. Well done, Kid Ego. Absolutely. Fair play to you guys. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget to like the stream as well, and give us an L sub. We are here every Monday from 6 p.m. introducing you guys with the very best of independent artists. And yeah, we like to have a little bit of fun on the stream as well after our guests. So feel free as well, as always, to post in any questions that you might have for our guests. It's a totally interactive show. That's what it's all about. Stephen Brennan is still chilling here. Yes, Stephen, that's what I love to hear, man. Chillax and enjoy the rest of the show, brother. Thanks so much, and a pleasure to chat to you and Ruth, and pleasure to meet you, Oswaldo, in the chat there, man. Thanks for popping in some comments there and interacting with us. It's like you're here. It's like you're here with us, which is absolutely brilliant. That's what we love. So, our next guest, yeah, guys, I'm very excited about this. The amazing Lúa Kalá, who has been on the deMars Halloween special. We did, it says 6 hours on the stream, but it was about 7.5 hours. I organised it in about 2 weeks. And Lúa came on and performed, and we had a lovely chat with her as well. We got to know a little bit about the music, her tastes, the music in Mexico, her life over in Mexico. An absolutely fantastic singer, I have to say. She's got some great songs up on Spotify. She has an album of a mix of covers and originals too. I love it. I love when bands do that, you know. I think it's really nice to have that mix. She does a lot of big band, ballad, kind of jazzy stuff. It's really, really fantastic. She's gonna play 3 songs for us live as well, and we did a sound check earlier, and it sounds fantastic, guys. Trust me, it sounds really, really good. The connection is great. It's gonna be really cool, so stick around for that. And we're going to have a great chat with her about, we're going to catch up with her, see how she's been doing. We're going to learn about a Christmas album she's going to be releasing, which is really exciting. I love to, like a whole album of Christmas themed songs. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. She's been super duper busy. She's keeping her social media absolutely up to scratch. She's been doing some really interesting gigs as well over the past year. So we're going to get to know as well how Mexico is dealing with this whole these whole restrictions as well. So we're going to get to know what actually goes on over there. So without further ado, guys, please welcome all the way from Mexico, Lúa Kalá. Guys, make some love in the chat. Welcome her to our show. And yeah, ask any questions you might like. Because how often do you get to chat to somebody from Mexico about the music industry? I mean, it's absolutely fascinating. So I'm super duper excited. Hey!
Happy Musicians Day.
Happy Musicians Day. I absolutely love it. You know what? Every Monday should be Musician Day. What do you think?
Yeah, right. That would be awesome.
I think we need as much support as possible, especially in times like this. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with it. I think musicians, independent ones, most of it need support constantly. And right now, after pandemic, well, during pandemic, it's still, we really need all that help from them.
100%, 100%. I mean, you've been, I didn't know. I thought you had a manager. I thought you had everything. Because looking at what you do, the gigs that you do, I mean, they're amazing. They're big projects. You've got some great musicians, like big band musicians coming together. Yeah. Who organizes all that stuff for you?
My producer, actually, he's Miguel Ángel Toledo. He is the one who takes care of finding those gigs, those concerts, those events. He makes all those relations so that I can go there and sing, you know. And he prepares and organizes and makes everything ready with the rehearsals, with the musicians, with even at the concert or at the gig, he will do the audio.
Yeah. All the audio,
he sets everything so that we can go there and do and perform and do a great show.
Fantastic. You know, I realized, I said that earlier, I was like, I need a producer. And I realized I actually kind of have one. And his name is Keito. But his name is Keith. But in Ireland, you add O at the end of names for some reason. You know, especially if they're one syllable.
Always or just?
Just for the fun. It's a weird Irish thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why we do it. We just do it like because Irish people are just unique in that way. So we just say Keito, and we chant his name and stuff, and we all love him. And he's just great. He does all of the sound. He supplies all the equipment for my live gigs, and it's just so much easier, isn't it, when you have somebody helping you, you know, along the way. It's a crazy sort of navigation, isn't it? Especially when you know you're trying to do so many things. I mean, you're networking, you know, you're promoting, you're creating content constantly, and also, of course, you are writing music, you know, and you're learning music and developing as a musician, you know. How has that journey been for you? Like, when I know some of the questions I might have asked you even last year, but it's been so long that I forgot so much. But when did it all begin for you?
It's been a long time. I mean, I began like professionally in music, like about 7 years ago. And, you know, I was the kind of kid that music was always part of her life. So I would always sing at home, in the bathroom, you know, and I would always enjoy myself. And at some point I began singing on the streets, just for fun, you know. And Miguel Ángel, my producer, he met me, he saw me, he heard me singing, and he came up to me and said, hey, you have a great voice. Why don't you, do you perform somewhere, or is it just for fun that you're doing this? And why don't we do it like professionally with a bigger project and with live music, musicians? I'm from Mexico, so there are great musicians, and yeah, I think that's where it all began. And from then on, it has been like a total crazy and amazing mess. It's been such a big adventure, and people don't usually see the whole of it.
Yeah.
They just see you on stage with the lights, the microphone, and the musicians, and they think, oh, that's so cool, you know. But usually there's not like what's behind all of that,
Yeah.
you know, the whole work. So we've been changing musicians like crazy. I've had tons of musicians. I've met lots of musicians, and I've learned from lots of them. At some point, I really wanted to do something really different or special, because at the time, the most popular genre was reggaeton. You know?
Okay.
And I don't sing that kind of music. It's not really my style.
Yeah.
So
a lot of Latinos would say that. People in South America, a lot of musicians particularly would say, not a big fan of reggaeton.
Yeah, exactly. So at some point I wanted to make a little bit, when you are going and walking on the streets in Europe, usually you can listen to various artists from very different genres, but they all sound very organic. I don't know if I can make myself clear.
Absolutely, yeah.
It sounds really, it gets to you.
Yeah.
You know, it really gives you the goosebumps and everything. So when we began like putting this project together, we decided we wanted to put that same feeling that you get on the European streets onto a bigger stage, and with you know, the whole thing, the whole project with many people, you know. So it was difficult, it was tough, it was really hard, most of it when you're independent, you know. So I began singing in a bar here in Mexico, and there I began like being influenced by jazz. Like there were tons of jazzists,
jazz singer or
jazz
jazzers,
jazzers.
That's not it, but I like that word now.
Yeah, jazzers. That's a cool word. But yeah, so, and they were all like 80 something, you know, and they had the experience of everybody else together, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I was like the baby who didn't know anything, and I never performed on a stage, you know, with lights and microphone and everything. So I had a lot of learning.
Yeah.
I believe learning is something you always do. You
Absolutely.
always should do. And it was like I was like a sponge back then, you know, getting from this, learning from that, taking a little bit from this, and then with all of this that I learned, I went like, okay, what if we do some kind of mix that's not really jazz, but that's not really pop as well either. And at some point it clicked, and everyone began, like, the opinions from everybody and the reviews from the listeners were, wow, what kind of music is that? And you know, at some point you get like, I'm not really sure. It's like a fusion.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's just having fun. You
Yes.
know? So at some point, it began being really funny to perform, to work at some point. And at that point, I realized I didn't consider it. I mean, it is my job. It is my 365-day a year job.
Every day.
Exactly. But it doesn't stress me out in a bad way. I mean, it always stresses us out. As musicians, you always prepare and are always, concerned about how is it going to sound? Will it be to the liking of everybody else, of my fans, you know. And you really look for that kind of creating that atmosphere, that feeling, that connection with the people. And during this pandemic, it has been really, really hard to maintain that connection.
Yeah.
So being able to be here, I'm really, really grateful. I think it's a great chance to re-find old friends, old fans, and connecting again.
Awesome. Listen, it's an absolute pleasure to have you, and I know you can be so busy as well, so it's so nice to have you on the first show back. I'm so happy that you agreed to do it so quick. I think it was only last week I messaged you, and I was like, I hope it's probably too short notice, and then you're like, yes, yeah. I was like, oh my God, that's so great. We get to catch up and have a chat. So no, thank you so much for taking the time, and I know how much, like, how stressful this year has been. Of course, you know, it's crazy what's happening, and our industry was one of the biggest hit, really, you know, with regard to how little support really there is for independent artists trying to make it their full-time career. And like, how long has it been sort of a full-time? When did you decide that, like, okay, this is my life now? When was that decision?
I think about 7 years ago.
Okay, so quite a few years. You're doing it a few years now, full time. Wow.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and what kind of gigs do you stand out for you in those, let's say, 7 years that you've sort of been working full time? Is there any kind of notable gigs that you just can't forget?
Yeah, actually, there are. You must know, there are always, for some reason, memorable. But there was one, I think, I performed like in the first 2 years. I did some kind of tour in the, I don't know if it's the right word, penitentiary.
It's not like a prison, is it?
Yeah,
really?
It is
wow.
like a prison. Yeah. So
that's so crazy. My God, yeah. I don't know anybody that's played in a prison. Let us know, chat, if you've ever gone to a prison gig.
Yeah. So my producer, he thought, well, you need experience, and where should we begin? Well, in the worst place that you could feel more anxious and more nervous about. So penitentiary, you know. And the first one was in a female penitentiary here in Mexico. And, you know, I was super nervous because we get there and let's say our contact, the person that was waiting for us, that got us in there to play music, he was like, well, I don't think they will really like your type of music. They're not really into that kind of thing. They like more regional.
Yeah,
music,
regional. Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Regional music. So if they don't like you and they tell you to go, do it. And we were like, okay. Then we get on stage, we put, you know, our things there. We were, at the time, we were just my drummer, guitar player, and sequences. That was all. And myself, obviously. So we get there, and there was this woman. She was like, she had like these paintings in type of collage, you know, and she was like picking them up, like hurrying, you know, because we were arriving, and we were like, you can let them there. I mean, they're cool. So, and it doesn't like, it doesn't take so much space from us, so it's not a problem. Oh, thank you so much. Well, this woman, she is French. She's a French woman, and I didn't know that. And in the song list, there were 2 songs of Sass, who is an amazing French singer. And at the end of the gig, she comes up to us. She thanks us because she was selling those collages she was making. And she thanks us with tears in her eyes because she hadn't heard her foreign language, which was French, in about 4 or 5 years that she had been there. And she was like, you just gave us this amazing gift, an hour of freedom. And that was just so amazing, just to listen to that and to realize music really is freedom. And that they were, you know, taking it as that. We began like thinking, and we were like, okay, yeah, totally agree. Music is freedom, and they really appreciate it. They do appreciate it, and they loved it. It was amazing.
Wow, that's Miguel. I mean, some man to throw you in for your first gig into a prison. Amazing mentality about it, right? To decide to kind of do that. But I guess, you don't know what to expect, right, in these situations. And fair play to you, or you say that in Ireland, fair play to you. Great that you went for it, you know what I mean? You didn't run away for a fair play to you, that's how we say it. Fair play to you.
Fair play to you, okay, yeah.
So, all these Irishisms coming out, right? Don't worry, we'll teach you, Lua. We'll teach you all the Irish phrases. Don't worry, we'll get you through all that. But no, that's absolutely amazing. And you're right. Like, I mean, we do. I guess it's easy to underappreciate something. You know what I mean? And not out of like in a negative way. It's just like to be grateful, I suppose, for our own freedom, right? But also as well about the power of music. And I guess that's something we really learned about. Like in Ireland, we had some really heavy lockdowns, you know, for the music industry. And we're going to learn a little bit about how it was in Mexico. But we really saw how sort of like, you know, we were kind of thrown to the edge almost, you know, and we was like, wow, music isn't really as appreciated as we thought, you know, as it should be, you know what I mean? How powerful it is, you know, how powerful live music is for people, how much it can affect them. And that's a great story you're telling us, you know, how people actually had that hour of, they weren't in the prison anymore, right? They were listening to you, they were somewhere else. You took them on a journey somewhere else, which is just absolutely amazing. And you've done obviously so many other really interesting gigs as well, which is great, I suppose. I mean, it seems more varied in Mexico. I mean, the gigs seem, you can do them in so many different places. In Ireland, it's such a small country, I think, yeah? In Mexico, there's a big variety. There's so many people.
Yeah, totally. The thing about Mexico, I think, is it is hard to get if you don't know, you know, the right people or don't have this contact or that contact. But there is always a chance that you can play at this or that gig, and there are plenty of festivals here in Mexico. And so, yeah.
Can we say hello to your ferret? Can we say hi to him? Is that a girl or a boy?
He's a boy.
Let's see your ferret. Sorry to cut your conversation, but let's see this little guy,
totally okay.
right? Because guys, check this out in chat. Like, this is Lua's pet, right? I mean, this is fantastic. She's got a little ferret. My God. Oh my God. So adorable. Guys, what do you think? Should I get a pet ferret? I think I want one of those. I think I'd go down really well.
They're so cute, and he's super sweet. People usually mistake them with what are they called, like rats and mice and so. But they're actually more similar to the one from Pocahontas.
Is it a meerkat? I think that's what they're called. The ones that kind of stand on their legs and stand up. Yeah.
It's similar. It's in the same, you know, family, but they're carnivores.
Oh, okay.
Meat. And they're super cute.
They are very cute.
Flexible.
That's amazing.
And,
that's so. Oh, that is fantastic. What's his name?
Silver.
Adorable. Jesus.
Yeah.
My goodness.
He's super cute, and he's my little baby. So
they're
a little bit like autists.
Are they really? Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, they get like distracted so easily. like super easily. They are playing and in some point, sorry, and all of a sudden, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
And all of a sudden,
You're not allergic to
fly
him now, are
passes
you?
by- Sorry?
You're not allergic to him, no?
No.
No, okay. Just checking, just checking, just checking.
Yeah, and if a fly goes by, then they will go like, ooh, and they will lose track of whatever they were doing. So
Yeah.
but they're really fun.
Yeah, they look really cute. Can you take them for walks and stuff? Like, do you take them on a leash and go for a walk with them?
You can actually do it. I don't, because I live in an apartment and
Okay.
they have plenty of space,
Mhm,
and they're not used to it. But I have a friend who has two, and she does take them out, like for a walk, like as you would do with a dog.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
Yeah, no, I'd say you get like stopped by people wanting to pet them and stuff, because it's not a very common pet to have, but they're absolutely adorable. And they seem very good actually around the house, right? Because they're quite small as well. So I mean, it's probably very handy to have like as a home, domesticated, kind of similar to a cat maybe, right?
Yeah. It's like a perfect mix between a cat and a dog, because they're quite independent, but not as much as a cat. And they do like to pet, like you can pet them without a problem, and so like a dog. So I think it's the perfect combination, but they don't demand as much time as you, like a dog.
Okay.
So they sleep about a standard 17 hours a day.
What? Wow.
They sleep a lot, yes.
That's
so
crazy.
they're the perfect pets for me, because I go out on a gig and they're sleeping.
Yeah.
It's not much of an issue, and whenever I'm home they're awake. So
Did you have to train them to follow a certain? Sorry, we're talking about the ferret so much, guys. But like, I just I'm like the ferret. When I see something, I get distracted. Okay. But no, one more question about the ferret, right? Guys, if you have any questions about the ferret, we don't have ferrets in Ireland. They don't have these pets. No, Ireland is like so bad with pets. We have like dog and cat and hamster and rat.
Hamster.
One rat.
And fish.
One fish. Couple of fish. And we eat the fish. We don't even have the pets. Right, so one more question about the ferret. Wait, I forgot the question now. Wait, what was the question? Guys, do you have any questions about the ferret? I just want to keep talking about the ferrets. Okay, I forgot my question. Does your ferret like your music?
Yeah.
Does he listen?
Actually doesn't. I mean, we were actually recording these past few days. We still have to end the recording, but we've been recording the Christmas album, and he doesn't seem to care. Like he's
he doesn't
not
seem
bothered.
bothered.
By it.
Okay, perfect.
Exactly. So, he's super cute. And about the Christmas album, we are like midways. Of
Yes, let's talk about the Christmas album now. No more ferrets. Okay, you're right. Good segue. Good change in topic. Okay, so let's talk about that was very smooth. I shouldn't have interrupted, but I wanted to commend you on your very good change. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about this Christmas album, because this is the first time you're doing a Christmas song as well.
Yes.
And we're doing a whole album of songs. So tell us a little bit about this.
So they're all covers. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Santa Claus Is Coming to Town, which I will perform soon. But I realized I always loved Christmas. Christmas was always this part of the year that you really enjoy, not because of the presents. I mean, that's cool as well, but the thing of really being with people. And after this pandemic, I thought it would be like going back a little bit to that connection, what I was telling you before. I mean, like creating again that feel like home and feel cozy, and just being yourself and having a happy Merry Christmas. So It's been really, really fun to begin with. My producer, he was like, in the first song, he was like, okay, so remember, you're giving hope through this song. You're looking forward to seeing your friends and your family and spending time with them, and that's what you gotta deliver to whoever is listening to this song. So you gotta do all of that and sing at the same time, you know, and sing perfectly at the same time.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all. So I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, we got this, you know. And you know, I usually, when I record, I close my eyes, I listen to the music, and the Christmas songs just have this upbeat feeling to them, and they all have like this happy feeling in the instruments, just the instruments. You can already feel happy, you know. So I was like, okay, it's the most wonderful time, you know. And it's been really, really fun, and we're just in a bit of a hurry just to get it done.
Yeah.
So that at least in the first or mid-second week of December, the album is on Spotify.
Amazing.
And if not, either way, I will be uploading it on YouTube and the rest of my social media.
When did you decide to do the Christmas album? How much time did you give yourself?
Actually,
Was it last
we
week?
decided it was a last minute thing. We were always talking about, you know, doing the Christmas album and everything, and deciding on the songs. I think that was the part that took most of our time, because we really wanted to be Christmas-like and feel happy and everything, but we wanted to maintain like the kind of music I've been doing. So I've been mixing a little bit and taking some really, really amazing versions of the songs that I really, really like. And there's one of the songs is Adeste Fideles, which is it's well known because it's sung by Andrea Bocelli or Celine Dion, you know.
Okay.
Mostly. But I'm singing the German version.
Oh, okay, very good.
Which is performed by Helena Fischer. So obviously the first part is in Latin.
Right. Wow.
And
I didn't know that.
the second part is in German.
Okay.
So, and it's such a beautiful version. When I first heard it, my dad sent it to me, and he was like, it would be so amazing that you would sing this song. I think it would suit you so well. And I heard it, and I can still remember the first time I heard it, my tear falling down like, oh my gosh,
wow.
this is so beautiful.
Wow, that's amazing. And you,
Yeah.
you speak German fluently as well, correct?
Yeah.
So how did that work out? So you went to a German school?
Yes, when I was born in Spain, and my parents thought, okay, so let's, you know, make an investment into our children's education. So let's put them into a German school where mathematics, physics, biology, chemistry, all of that is in German. Sports, it's in German.
Wow.
And obviously German, English, French, and so. So I'm really grateful to my parents for that, because it has been a really like a plus to my performances, because I get to perform, you know, in French, in English, in Spanish, in Catalan, in German. And if there's a song that I really, really like that I don't know the language of, then I will try and you know, copy the pronunciation and just make it as similar as possible.
Yeah.
So
you might know what it means, but you'll still hear by sound. You'll just copy it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
So it's been really fun to be able to talk all of those languages. And when it comes to even talking to people, it's been like an open door for me. It's been like easier to communicate. For example, with you, if I didn't know any English or didn't know how to express myself in English, then I would be having a hard time.
No, I would have to just speak Spanish. That's what would happen, you know, and then I would be having a hard time.
Yeah.
But it's amazing because, I mean, like people say that once you know another language, or your brain essentially sort of changes a little bit. Like you have different neural networks that connect when you learn multiple languages. So it's possible that it's actually easier to learn more languages then. So that's why you have people that know, you know, 4 languages or 5 languages like that, like yourself, which is fantastic. And the communication being important to you, which you can definitely see by you, you know, that you're one of those artists that loves to kind of express themselves and be connected with people, you know, so it's amazing that you can do that, especially somebody living in Mexico. Let's say you can branch out to the world. A lot of all your social media is in English, right? You communicate in English with people, which is fantastic, as well as Spanish. I know you have some mix of posts and stuff, which is fantastic. So that really helps. And as well, when you sing in English, you can close your eyes and you think that it's an English, a person from States singing.
Thank you so much.
So you wouldn't ever think. So it's amazing how close you're getting to that authentic kind of singing accent. Like it's so authentic. So it's amazing, you know, that of course that definitely helped, I'm sure, being brought up in that environment. So it's amazing, like, yeah. And so we have Christmas. So we were talking about Christmas albums. So we have that in early to early December, mid-December. I'm very much looking forward to it. How about so you were speaking a little bit about the instrumentation and things like that. So who is doing you mentioned before you work with so many different musicians. Are you going for the digital sound this time, or are you recording musicians separately? Which decision did you go with for this album?
So we were you know, at some points there are how's it called? Like sorry, the word is gone.
That's okay.
Like it's pre-made, it's pre-recorded. Just some instruments, like for example, the drums. But the drummer will be re-recording it so that it sounds more lively. For example.
Great.
We have an amazing arranger who is Agustin Morales. He's been helping us out with all the arrangements, and sometimes I'm just like listening to the melodic line, whatever the voice does on the song, and I go like, oh wow, here maybe I could do something like this, or maintain it like in the original version. Because it's a really beautiful arrangement, voice arrangement. So we try to, to do it as original, but at the same time as creative as possible. So Agustin, who is the arranger, he's helping us finding, some metales, like trumpet.
Oh yeah, brass.
And so. And it's actually beginning to sound really, really Christmas-like.
I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of a big band, is it? So you're bringing in more of a big band vibe, just like your previous sort of recordings, is in a lot of musicians.
Some of the songs. The basis on every song, obviously, drums, guitar, the
keyboards.
Brass section.
Okay, brass.
Keyboards and. There are some songs that have violins or like
string.
How is it?
Like cellos.
Cellos, right? It's the same word in Spanish. I don't know.
Is it? Oh, cello. Cello, is it? Oh, cello.
Yeah. So, but it sounds really, really beautiful. I'm going to perform in some time more the first song I recorded, we completely recorded actually, which is Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're going to hear that live very shortly, guys. Lua's going to play 3 songs, right? You're going to perform 3 songs for us?
Yeah, I'm going to perform. I'm going to perform, I think, 3 or 4 songs depending on the time.
There's no rush for me, so however long you want. I made sure you're my second guest. I was like, we need to catch up with Lua. There's a lot to talk about. So I made sure there's no rush as well. But as well, before we get into the songs as well, tell us a little bit about the latest gig you were performing. I saw online that you were doing some for a fashion show. Tell us a little bit about that. That looked really exciting.
Yeah, it was. Querétaro Fashion Show was the first of a series of events from the same kind of Fashion Week. The people who organized the whole thing, they were like, okay, we want to get out of this pandemic, and really do something that puts Mexico, like Milan and everything, and Paris and everything, like in a fashion status, let's just say so.
Sure.
Putting Mexico in part of it, and making it like something that comes every now and then. I think it's the next one is going to be on the 18th December, I think, and it's going to be in Cancun. It's going to be Cancun Fashion Show with another 4 designers. And this Querétaro Fashion Show, this was so amazing. I got to perform. Because of the time, we didn't get to organize very well that I would be performing at the same time as the models were catwalking.
Yeah.
So we decided we would do that, or we would try to do that on the next series of fashion shows.
Great. In Cancun?
Yeah, in Cancun.
So you're going to Cancun then, basically, for the next one. That's fantastic.
So it was so amazing. I got to meet new people. I got to meet the designers. They were super, super cute, super good people. And Barbara, I think I got, I posted a photo with her. She's one of the designers. She designs jewelry, and they're so cool. I loved them all. And she was so nice. She's such an amazing woman. She's such an amazing person, and she's super positive, super full of energy and super nice. They're all super, super nice, and it was a great experience. I got to perform live with, I think we were 7 musicians.
There was a lot on stage. I saw a snippet of your Instagram there, and I was like, wow, Lua's kicking ass. She's back doing some great gigs. They were and was the band brought in by the fashion hire, or did you bring in the band?
We bought them, yeah.
You got them all. Wow, that's some organization.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's mainly Miguel Angel, Michael, my producer. He's the one that really gets the whole trouble out of us.
Miguel is a machine. Miguel, tell him.
He's totally a machine.
He's a machine. Miguel, if you can hear me.
Que si lo puedes escuchar.
Tell him to give us a wave on the camera. Let's say hello to Lua's producer, Miguel. Fair play to him. That's so cool. It's so good to have that. But yeah, no, amazing. It's so good. Genuinely so good to see you back on socials and back performing. I mean, Jesus. I know in Mexico it's not that much of a restriction, as you were saying. It was the same as kind of when last year we spoke. Just have the masks, social distancing, nothing really closing. In Ireland it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, you were telling me how was it about Cinderella?
It's crazy, it's hotels closed at some stage, bars, restaurants. I couldn't get a haircut. The barbers, the hairdressers closed for how long, guys? 6 months maybe? Nobody could get a haircut. It was illegal for somebody to come to your house to cut your fucking hair. That's how crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
no, here it's social distancing. You gotta, they take your temperature whenever you go into a shop or a restaurant or whatever, and they put the alcohol on your hands, wash your hands,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it.
That sounds
I
grand.
mean,
That's fine. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, I do still take care, whenever I bring something to the house, or someone, I will spray him around like crazy, like, okay, turn around, close your eyes,
Yeah.
and germs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally crazy. It's but it's really fun.
Yeah.
Or whenever I bring something home from the supermarket or whatever, I will like wash it.
Yeah, you still do that.
Just to be sure, because I've heard all of these stories that of people that got COVID.
Yeah.
And suddenly their voices aren't the same.
Yeah.
Like exactly the same.
Oh,
And
you
I
don't
was
want
like,
that to
okay,
happen.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want that.
That's your
Never.
career. That's your livelihood. Now, I used to wash the shopping. It was so silly to do it. Like, I mean, I was doing it for
Super
like
silly,
4 months, and I was like getting shopping, with a sponge, and it was. I hated shopping. I hated doing it because I was like, I know I have to fucking clean everything, and I just stopped. I was like, oh, I can't do it. It's just I stopped. I started ordering food from the deliveries because I just couldn't get myself to wash my shopping again. So I started eating more bad food. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do shopping, but stop cleaning it. So we stopped cleaning it sometime last year, but it was quite extreme here. It was quite extreme, but we managed to go through it. We were fine. I was absolutely fine. Everybody I knew, my family, everybody was okay because we were all still, we had our own circle and we could still do things, but there was, obviously I was doing this, kind of came out of it. So it's a positive thing. I always try to look at the positive side. But I mentioned to you briefly, I had a few friends that were able to work from home or had their own business, and they went over to Mexico for about a couple of months, 4 or 5 months, and they said, they brought over money. It said it was cheap. They said the food was great, the people were great. They learned a bit of Spanish, and they could almost just live a normal life,
Yeah. Actually. Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, it seems like Mexico things seem to be quite stable, which is great. Here we're not sure. I'm a little bit kind of pessimistic about in a positive way. I'm pessimistic. I'm kind of like, I'm still happy, but I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to get my hopes up at the moment with booking gigs. We had one gig 2 weeks ago, which was great.
Yeah,
David Bowie, so much fun. We have one more gig this Saturday, and I'm not, because I work on a promoter level as well, so I'm selling tickets, so I do all that as well sometimes. So it's just too risky to sell tickets because I'm putting in money into advertising and things like that. So you know yourself, it can be a bit risky. But if a client hired me, like the situations you had, like fashion show, for example, prison gig, you're getting a client to hire you. It's much easier to accept those gigs because you're not spending anything really before the gig. You're spending kind of at the gig, to pay the musicians and whatever.
And get there.
And getting there.
Everything.
I think for you, maybe Mexico's so big, I guess, like for you, it might take, like, what's the furthest gig you've done? What's the furthest gig from your home you've ever done?
I think it was this one in Querétaro. Oh my God. And I didn't tell you. We were like, it was like Morelia, Acapulco was one, and Cancun.
Okay.
And from here to Querétaro, ¿cuántas horas son? 2.5 hours. But when we were on our way back, one of the car,
the tires, the wheels.
One of the tires, one of the wheels, and we got home like at 7 a.m, like 7 hours afterwards.
Wow.
Because we had to wait for someone to come pick us up. We had to get the things to its place.
Yeah. Well, thank God it didn't.
It was crazy.
Thank God it didn't blow up, or it could have been something serious. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
But fortunately, well, we got home and I got home and it was like, okay, I'm going to sleep right now.
That's late. I mean, 7 in the morning, no sleep, coming back after a gig. I mean, the longest trip in Ireland, I think, from one point to another, I think it's maybe 4 hours max, you know. And that's probably because the roads are probably really bad at some stage. Some roads are good, and then eventually when you get to a certain point, you have to do like country roads. It's all just winding and things like that. So, and then you get lost for a few minutes. So maybe it does take a little bit longer.
For those long roads, I'm going to prepare those albums.
Yes, let's talk about this. Right. Great segue again. Look at that. Lua, you're on the ball today. I don't have to even do my job well today. You're doing my job for me. I love it. It's perfect. So tell us about this. It's like a greatest hits of songs to drive to, or driving songs.
Aha, exactly. So I'm going to do 2 mixes. It's going to be the first album will be in English. And the idea is the second one will be in Spanish. Mm-hmm. So that everyone can, choose from whichever one they want. And there are going to be songs like Born to be Wild, songs that are a bang bang, that are more contemporary songs, and songs like from rock of the 80s,
Absolutely.
Like super great songs to sing to motivate yourself and to drive through to.
Yes. Yeah.
So
driving songs, that's great. Why did you choose to do English and Spanish and not German? Because Germany have the autobahn, they love to drive.
Aha, yeah. That would be great as well. That would be a great major project as well.
That's a lot of work though, like 3 languages. Yeah.
It's not that difficult because of the languages, because fortunately I do talk all 3 of them. But recording and mastering them, that's all done by Michael.
Poor Miguel, just giving him more work to do. I'm sorry,
he
Miguel.
Does everything. Yeah. So we decided to do the English and the Spanish to begin with, because, being in Mexico, there are lots of. There's an accident and you get to spend like 2 or 3 or 4 hours in the traffic, sitting there, And there are already also pretty long roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
so it can get boring driving on the road for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought, okay, and here in Mexico they do like English songs, but they're more. They do know the lyrics to the songs only in Spanish, or usually only in Spanish. So it's easier for them if I make, a mix in only Spanish songs.
Yeah.
So that they can get really, really motivated. And there are truly some really, really cool Spanish songs. It's just nowadays it's a little bit complicated to keep on listening that type of genres. But
right. Yeah,
it's really, really cool.
It's great because you're adhering to the worldwide sort of listener by going English, and then Spanish pretty close to being like one of the most third most spoken language in the world or something. So I mean, it's huge. So you're hitting so many South American countries, obviously Spain as well, and either way, people do listen to Spanish versions of songs too. I mean, for example, not Spanish versions, but let's say like Gypsy Kings, for example. You know what I mean? Even though it's sang in Spanish, like that, people still listen to it. In English, people still listen to it. It doesn't matter. So sometimes I heard a Spanish version of Hotel California, for example, and that was great. I was like, but that's fantastic. But I was thinking the lyric. I knew what they were saying, because I knew the English.
Yeah, sure.
But it was still enjoyable to listen to a Spanish version of it,
Yeah, totally.
or a Latin version. So it's great that you're doing that. And tell us a little bit about. And we can stop talking when we can play, but I figured there's so much still we could chat about. But tell us, because we're speaking a lot about, cover music and stuff, and that's all great, that's all fantastic. But let's hear about like some of the original stuff, and tell us about your songwriting and how that's coming along. We have a few songs on Spotify mixed in with your with your album online, right? So the album is Expecting Miracles, right? So yes, you have a mix of originals and covers. You've got a solo original as well. How am I going to remember it? I think I've actually forgotten
Curiosity
it.
box.
Ah, my God. I had my notes and everything, and I was like, geez, there's too many words on that
Curiosity box,
page.
don't worry.
Curiosity box. So tell us a little bit about how's your songwriting going? Are you writing songs at the moment?
Yeah, I'm actually like preparing for another album that I'm expecting to launch like in about a year. And that's the first album that I'm really taking some really long time to prepare, because it's gonna be really special for me. And the songwriting, it's been hard this year, just because there have been so many things. I told you before, my ferret passed a couple weeks ago. And at the beginning of the year, there was another situation there, like a personal family situation. And it's been a tough year. The songwriting just didn't really click onto me. I suddenly had some kind of ideas. I wrote them down, and I knew that was it for the day, you know?
Yeah.
It didn't really... my head wasn't really going to let's produce some music.
I understand. Yeah.
So at some point I decided I would just relax, not stress myself out about it, and just enjoy myself doing the most out of what I can do. And that's when actually the idea of the Christmas album came. So I didn't want to stress out about it either way, so we decided it would be covers, this one as well. And I just I centered myself this year into maintaining my voice, taking care of my voice, my image, trying to look to how to reconnect to people again. I made like a self-cleaning type of project, let's just say so. I had wanted to donate my hair for like years, and I finally did it this year. Like my hair's
Oh, it is actually a lot
now.
shorter. Yeah.
I did donate like 45 centimeters.
Your hair was actually fairly long. It was quite long before,
It was super long, yeah. And I actually cut it for the fashion show. And everyone, when they saw me, they were like, oh my God, your hair! They were like super shocked.
Yeah.
It's been some time since I had it this short.
Yeah.
But, it was something I really wanted to do. I had always wanted to donate. And I finally said, okay, there's no more excuses. Let's just do it. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, then great as well. I mean,
You're still doing something for a good cause as well. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we were looking to create some kind of I don't know how to call it, like helping system for music.
Okay.
Some kind of
like assistance for or community or something like that.
Let's just all put a little bit of ourselves into society so that all of us can come up again, and we're just trying to maintain that and trying to produce according to it.
Brilliant. So there's some big plans ahead as well with these kind of developments and some you're scheming some plans, which is fantastic. Yeah. That's what I like to see. And of course, really sorry you had such a rough year. And but it's it was a good decision, I think. And I've heard other people as well, just to pull back, pull away, and just kind of have your own space. You know what I mean? And it's good you didn't force it. Because you might you know, it might have not been good to kind of force, and you mightn't have been happy with anything, you know, if you were to record something and however, you know, that was original, mightn't be true to you, you know. So and there's no rush, you know, that's the thing. Like, you know, we've got so much time on our hands to throw out all this art, and it's great that you jumped in and decided to do a Christmas one, especially like you're saying, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness, it already kind of brings back good memories and makes you feel something, you know. So that was a really good decision that was meant to happen, you know, for you. And still great to see, you know, you having some gig experience and still doing that, you know. So that's all really important, all these things. So I'm really looking forward to like hearing more music. Hearing this Christmas album is going to be great. I think it's going to be, you singing like the Christmas songs is just going to be fantastic. We're going to play it in the house and have a listen. So
thank you so much.
Cannot wait for that. So guys, as well in the chat, like, don't forget to follow Lúa Kalá. .official, right? So this is the official version, by the way, of Lúa Kalá. There is an unofficial version out there which we shall not speak about. But she is on Facebook primarily. Definitely recommend Facebook. She's got but Instagram more so. She's got a Facebook group page as well, you can join in. So she's got loads of people in there as well where she updates all of her information. Of course, she has a website as well with all links to merch, music, and everything in between. You can find all of her videos and everything there as well, of course, on YouTube. And she gets up to so many great things. Such a multifaceted artist, so many different dimensions to you, Lúa. You do so many interesting gigs, you play so many interesting different genres and styles and put them in your own way. It's so fantastic. So I really recommend you all guys to check Lúa Kalá out. But I think it's time to have a listen now. I think we need to have a listen to Lúa. What do you think, Lúa? Are you up for playing a few songs for us still?
Yeah, sounds great. So
brilliant.
Do you want us to play like 1 or 2 songs in a row?
Do you know what?
And then we can keep on chit-chatting.
Yeah, if you want to do I'd say, geez, I haven't even decided that. I don't know. Look, whatever you feel. You can go in and play all of the songs if you want. We can even do that. Play all the songs, because you'll set up anyway, and that might be the best.
Perfect. Then let's play all of the songs. Let's begin.
And take your time setting up and do whatever you need to do. Grab if you want a glass of water or something, you can take your time and do that. And Guy, I'll just give the chat a little bit of attention, guys. So we have Creatorini. How do I even pronounce that? I can't even pronounce that anymore. Creatoriono. Right, okay. Sam. Jesus, you didn't make that name easy there. Jeez, that's a tough one to pronounce. But hello, good to see you in the chat. We've got Leaders and Lunatics saying, great interview. Well, thanks so much for chilling out with us and enjoying. We got Viking Promotions. Hello, Rebecca, how are things? Good to see you. Hope everything's well. And we've got Kevin that needs to get a bite. What are you going to buy? You going to bite some food, or is somebody going to take a bite out of you? But enjoy, man. Definitely come back. So guys, pop a like, and don't forget as well to check out Lúa Kalá. Subscribe to us if you haven't already, and subscribe to her. And we're going to have a lovely performance now by Lúa Kalá herself. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yay. Okay, I'm actually not ready. Hold on a minute. I thought
okay, yeah.
No, I am. I'm kidding. I just need to click 2 things. Bam. And you'll be able to see yourself on a screen.
Yeah.
Maybe I should full screen it. Maybe I should make
Ready?
it bigger. Yeah, whenever you are, yeah.
I said I You said I'm stubborn and I never give in. I think you're stubborn, except you're always softening. You say I'm selfish, I agree with you on that. I think you're giving out and way too much, in fact. I say we've only known each other 1 year. You said, I've known you longer, my dear. You like to be so close, I like to be alone. You like to sit on chairs and I prefer the floor. Walking with each other, think we'll never match at all, but we do, but we do, do, but we do, but we do, do. I thought I knew myself, somehow you know me more. I've never known this, never before. You're the first to make up whenever we argue. I don't know who I'd be if I didn't know you. You're so provocative, I'm so conservative. You're so adventurous, I'm so very cautious, combining. You think we would, and we do, ooh, and we do, do-do-do, and we do, ooh, and we do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Said, oh, 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 oh. Favoritism ain't my thing, but in this situation I'll be glad. Favoritism ain't my thing, but I'll be glad to make an exception. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. You said I'm stubborn and I never give in. I think you're stubborn, except you're always softening. You say I'm selfish, I agree with you on that. I think you're giving out in way too much, in fact. I say we've only known each other 1 year. You said I've known you longer, my dear. You like to be so close, I like to be alone. You like to sit on chairs and I prefer the floor. Walking with each other, think we'll never match at all, but we do. Okay, what's the volume balance? Okay? Everything fine? Oh, thank you so much. Dice que está demasiado perfecto. Thank you so much. Okay, next song. Let me see. Hijo de la Luna. Hijo de la Luna, it's a Spanish song. It's literally Son of the Moon. And it talks about, it explains this legend of a gypsy who wants desperately to find, love, and asks the moon to give her a husband. She gives it to her, and this girl has a very fair baby, a very, very white albino baby. And the gypsy man, he believes she cheated on him, so he kills her and then abandons the baby in the woods. And there, the moon takes care of the baby, and whenever the baby's sad, the moon will go like a little, like a little bed. Okay, so that's the legend, and this is Hijo de la Luna. Tonto el que no entienda, cuenta una leyenda, que una hembra gitana conjuró a la luna hasta el amanecer. Llorando pedía al llegar el día de esposar un calé. Tendrás a tu hombre piel morena, desde el cielo habló la luna llena, pero a cambio quiero el hijo primero que le engendres a él, que a quien su hijo inmola para no estar sola poco le iba a querer. Luna quiere ser madre y no encuentras querer que te haga mujer. Dime, luna de plata, ¿qué pretendes hacer con un niño de piel? Ah, ah. hijo de la luna. De padre canela nació un niño, blanco como el lomo de un armiño, con los ojos grises en vez de aceituna, niño albino de luna. Maldita su estampa, este hijo es un payo y yo no me lo callo. Luna quiere ser madre y no encuentras querer que te haga mujer. Dime, luna de plata, ¿qué pretendes hacer con un niño de piel? Hijo de la luna. Gitano al creerse deshonrado, se fue a su mujer cuchillo en mano. ¿De quién es el hijo? Me hace engaño fijo y de muerte la hirió. Luego se hizo al monte con el niño en brazos y allí lo abandonó. Luna quiere ser madre y no encuentras querer que te haga mujer. Dime, luna de plata, ¿qué pretendes hacer con un niño de piel? Hijo de la luna. Y en las noches que haya luna llena, será porque el niño esté de buenas. Y si el niño llora, menguará la luna para hacerle una cuna. Y si el niño llora, menguará la luna para hacerle una cuna.
Wow, that is amazing.
Did you like it?
I love that.
Yeah?
That was so good. Is that so? Sorry, is that one of your own songs, or is that?
No, that's a song. I think it was originally performed by a group called Mecano, who was a very, very famous Spanish band. And I think this is one of my favorite songs. It's really, really beautiful. And yeah, I mean, you heard it. It's beautiful. The story is a little bit semi-happy ending, you know, but it's a beautiful legend, and it really is based on that story.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and your voice and the musicianship as well. It was just so nice, such a lovely combination. And
thank you so much.
Yeah, I have to say, fantastic. Do you want to keep singing? You can keep singing anyway if you want to. Anyway.
Thank you. I'm gonna go with the last song, which is Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Fantastic.
Which is, well, it was the first song I recorded for the Christmas album, and it will be on Spotify and YouTube Music and everything. But if I don't get to deliver it, or Spotify doesn't upload it on the dates we expect, I would be uploading it on my social media either way. Okay. Whew. So I hope you like it, and let's hope. Okay. Sorry, little stop. Perdón, es que me faltó el clic de entrada. Sorry, I didn't enter. So, again, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hey. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. 'Cause Santa Claus is coming to town. Yes. Woo. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming, yes, to town. Here comes Santa. He won't be long. And he's wearing a suit. Yeah, he's coming for you. Yeah, yeah. Woo. He won't be long. Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming, yes, to town.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
That's great. I love how, you know, you started off very sweet and nice and then it just pops up like so much fun. You can see you're having fun singing it as well.
Yeah.
And no, that's an absolute delight. I can't wait to hear the album now. We got a little taster, and thanks so much for giving us this kind of exclusive, because I know you haven't really put it anywhere else, I don't think. So thanks so much for
I didn't.
Yeah, it's so nice of you to put it on this show.
Thank you.
Really can't wait. Wow, that's really fun. And does so Miguel's doing all the, so that's, I mean, that's the audio, I mean the production is fantastic as well, I have to say. So hats off, as you say, top class done by Miguel there as well.
Thank you.
Send him my, yeah, honestly, like, so
Thank
good.
you very much.
So good, like, because there's a lot of stuff going on in these songs that you're singing as well. And fair play as well. Your voice sounds absolutely fantastic, Lua. I have to say, it's great to hear it again. Honestly, it's so nice to hear it. And it's a pleasure to hear it live, you know, and the people in the chat are enjoying it as well. Like, I really hope I get to see you live someday, you know, in person. You know, that'd be so great. Yeah, there's such a difference when you're in person with people,
I'll
isn't
let
it?
you know if I go there, and you let me know if you come.
Absolutely.
Maybe we could even make some kind of collaboration interview in the same place.
Absolutely.
once.
Yeah, maybe we can meet in the middle. We can meet in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere, you know, in between. What is it?
Cruise.
A cruise. Yeah, absolutely. No, listen, that'd be absolutely amazing. And let us know. So tell us, do you have anything else? Before I let you go, I don't want to take too much of your time. We had such a great chat as well, I have to say. Tell us, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people? Anything else? So we've got, obviously, the information is we've got the album coming out in the next 2 weeks, something like that. So best of luck, of course. You know, don't pressure yourself too much on having it release. You know, it'll release when it needs to release. Don't worry. But is there anything else that's coming up that you'd like to mention to people?
Let's see. Well, first of all, thank you again for having me. It was really, really fun, and I don't know. I mean, we talked about the Christmas album. We talked about the On the Road.
Yes,
albums,
yeah, can't
mix
wait for
1 and
that.
2. I'm gonna be putting everything on Spotify. It's been
Fantastic.
a long time, in 2019, since last album on Spotify.
That's great. Well, look, it's good it was an album because you're
Yeah.
giving us a lot, you know, which is nice. And you're just to say as well, sorry, you're going to release the album in one go on Spotify, all the songs together is the plan, is it?
That's the plan.
Great. Great.
Oh, and sure. I've totally forgot about my next album. I'm gonna be releasing it like in beginnings or midst of the next year.
Brilliant.
2022.
Excellent.
So it's gonna be a little bit more electronic vibe. It's gonna be a little bit more commercial in that way. But we're producing it in this kind of way that it keeps being me. Like I don't lose myself somewhere there between the fusion or something.
Sure.
So we're really, really looking forward to it. I hope you do as well. You all.
100%.
And we have that. We have the Cancun fashion show. It's gonna be on the 18th December. I think we have something on the 28th. I'm not sure. I'll be uploading everything on my social media. I really hope you can all help me out by following, or sharing my content. That would be really, truly amazing. And I really hope you all look forward to the next 4 albums. Like
not too much work at all for Lua.
Yes, no, not at all. But it's gonna be really, really cool. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be amazing. And I'll let you know everything about it first.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. I think that's pretty much all of it. Yeah. So, I must say as well. I mean, if it's not a problem, Monkey Banana. Do you remember the last microphone I used, which was like, yeah. So you can actually see this one.
The speaker or the mic?
The speaker.
Yeah.
The red speaker.
Yeah.
We have 2 of them. It's from Monkey Banana. That's what Miguel is using to mix and master the songs. And the next album, our idea is to send it to the final master to Abbey Road. Let's hope it works out.
Yeah.
So we're really striking for this time.
You're aiming big. That's great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Aiming. That's it.
Yeah. No, it's great. No, your way was right as well to say it. But yeah, no, that's absolutely, that's so great to hear. You know, aim for the stars. You know, and that's great. And Monkey Banana, I was meant to email them in the end. I didn't in the end. I just, it slipped my mind. And I was like, when you mentioned that, I was like, oh my God, the microphone, that was so awesome. And I was like, oh, I need to get one of those. But the speakers look great as well, actually. They're really, really funky design.
They're only for studio. They're designed so that you can perceive all of
all the tones and frequencies.
Exactly. All of the frequencies and everything. They're really amazing, and you can actually hear everything super clearly. So whenever I'm going out of the note, it's like super obvious.
Yeah.
And I have to re-record everything.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
So that it sounds cool and everything. So
yeah, fantastic.
I don't know. And oh, can I show off something
Absolutely.
that I've been doing this year? I had like these Swarovski element crystals, and I had them like and I customized my microphone, and I really want to show it.
Wow, I'm only noticing it now. Yeah, show off. Listen, show off the sparkly things that you have there. Yeah, let's see. That is great. So, did you design that yourself? Did you do that yourself?
Yeah, I did it myself.
How long did it take? Was it taking you a while to stick them all together?
About 4 hours. Como 4 hours.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. I thought I would be like a day or two,
like
putting it all, and I think it came out really
nicely. That's very cool.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of it, as you can see.
Yeah, I can see. The way you're holding it even is very very proud.
Like,
so, are you not scared that you might lose it at a gig or something? Do you bring it to concerts?
Yeah, I do. Actually, in the first set of the Querétaro fashion show, I used this one, and the second set I used the other one, which is inalámbrico.
I don't know.
Cable.
Oh, it's wireless.
Wireless.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's easy in English to say English is it's like wired or wireless. It's such a silly language.
And this one was the second one.
Wow. Where did you get all these Swarovski crystals, Lua? What's going on?
The thing is, you can actually get them here in Mexico, like pretty much easily.
Really, yeah.
You go to El Centro, which is like the center of the city, and there are like zones. Let's just say
like districts.
Exactly, like districts, and there's one that there are like little galleries, and there you can go like shops, like a little mall. And one is only dedicated to jewelry and everything that has to do with it. So there you can get to a specialized shop, and there they will sell you the little Swarovski elements.
Oh, very
crystals.
good, very good.
And we were like, oh my god, I love these colors, so why don't we take them and you think what to do with them, what to customize with them. And I think I like them.
Very stylish.
I got really amused by customizing my microphones.
Yeah, well look, it's all I was going to say it's all part of the appearance as well, you know what I mean? How you want to be perceived by people. And that's very kind of glamorous, isn't it? That kind of thing. So that's
totally.
That's fantastic.
Under the spotlight.
Oh, they sparkle.
The stage, the sparkle is just amazing. It's just so cool.
Wow, that's fantastic, Leo. Well, listen, it's great. Thanks for showing off. You're making me jealous now. By the way, I want a Swarovski mic. Do you know what? Maybe I'll do a phone cover, Swarovski phone cover. I've seen people doing that as well. I'd probably.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I'm clumsy. I'd probably end up dropping the phone and losing the crystals. I actually don't trust myself unless it was something I leave in the house, like maybe my headphones. I put a bit of Swarovski there, maybe. That might be something I could do.
Right.
But that's great. Listen, I'm so much looking forward to hearing more news. And like you said, you keep us all posted. Let me know as well if you want me to share anything on deMars networks. Like, you're part of the deMars community, Lua. So feel free to share anything or tag the page, tag myself, and happily I'd share it on my social platforms. It's all about helping each other out. We're all independent artists here working together, and it's great to have that international connection as well, you know what I mean? That's so nice to have.
Totally.
and we all learn so much from each other, you know, from different cultures. So I find that to be super duper important to kind of have that communication and learn about each other and sort of help each other out. So it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you in a good space right now, you know what I mean, and excited about the upcoming projects that you're going to be working on. And once again, thank you so much for coming onto the show and taking the time. And I wish you I wish you a wonderful album release and a wonderful Christmas, Lua. So take care, and we will be in touch very soon.
Sure. Oh, by the way, last thing.
Yeah.
Did you at some point remember the question you had about the ferrets, or did you?
Oh my God, that's a good one. Cause you caught me. You. I thought I might have fooled you, and the question I asked if your ferret liked your music wasn't the question. But I thought that I'll just ask this one because this is the first one in my head, so maybe it's okay, we move on. But no, but I'll write you a message when I remember, because we're gonna start talking about ferrets again, aren't we?
Yeah, totally. Another hour talking about
ferrets. The most cutest, lovely little pet one can own there. And we're going to see Silver covered in Swarovski next time we see Lua, I'm sure, because she loves her Swarovski crystals so much. She's going to cover her animal with that. So that's probably what I'm expecting. But Lua, listen, what time is it? It's 8 hours behind, right?
It's 2:36, I think.
2:36. We got 8 hours difference. You've got a lovely day ahead of you, I'm sure. What are you going to do today? What are you planning? You're going to do some music? You're going to take a break, go for a walk? What's your plan for today?
I'm going to go al centro, to the center. And I think I'm going to get some new makeup. Mine was lost at some point. So I'm just rearranging everything and buying some new makeup.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna do that today.
That's great. Well, listen, I will chat to you very soon. And once again, thank you so much, Lua. Best of luck with everything. Really. And
sure.
I'll see you very soon.
Sure thing.
See you later.
See you soon.
Bye. All right, guys, we are back. That was the amazing Lúa Kalá, guys. There is her Instagram up there on in the chat. We pinned it over there, so do check her out on Instagram. Loads of great stuff, as you heard, coming from her way. We've got some great. We've got a great Christmas album coming up. We've got a driving album coming up. We've got a original album coming up. And there's a fourth album in there somewhere as well that missed my mind. So absolutely hardworking, independent artists all the way from Mexico. There you go. So fantastic to connect with people from all over the world. And thank you all in the chat for tuning in. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, Creatorioino is back. What's the story? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the show today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed our guests. I hope you enjoyed our music, our chats, live performances. I mean, we had it all today. We had it absolutely all. So this is the moment where I open the floor. If you guys want to pop on to Discord, this is optional. I know there's only a few of us watching, so you're all very welcome to still take part. If anybody wants to hop on and have a little bit of a chit chat about what they think about what's going to happen with the music industry or the country in Ireland here as a whole with regard to the restrictions, feel free to pop in on the Discord. The link is in the description there, guys. So pop on. It's just gonna be audio, so you just pop on like a phone call. It's gonna be like Adrian Kennedy's phone show, and you are welcome to pop in and voice any kind of concerns. Dave Duggan, you have a lot to say in the chat. Why don't you hop onto Discord and tell us your point of view? It'll be interested to hear what you have to say about what you think will happen over Christmas time. The link to the Discord is in the description. Pop on in, say hello, have a quick little 1 to 2 minute rant. We'll hear you out, and that's it. Bob's your uncle, Mary's your aunt. What do you think? Should you do that? Let us know, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the music creation. Yeah, Dave, I think I will do it. I really need to go to the bathroom first, though. So that's got to happen first. Not going to lie. So in the meantime, I'm going to leave you with a Spotify track. Guys, this track, by the way, this track is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What are you working on, Dave? Let us know. It's unbelievable. It's great. It's just simply great. Okay. It's by a band called Kinetics. Okay. Let me know if you heard about them. Have you heard about this? Is this something you heard about? Have you heard about this? We've also got Would You Like to Win a Few Bob, by the way. We have that all uploaded into our program. So if anybody wants to win a few bob, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? But I don't know. I don't know if we'll do the music. I don't know. Should I do it even? Like it's kind of feels like people are falling off. People, you know, you got to share maybe the link, you know, tell people that we're doing this. It feels more worth it. Like if I'm just seeing, you know, no offense, Dave, nothing against yourself there, man, but like if I'm just seeing Dave comments, you know, it just feels like, you know, we might as well just have a Zoom call with each other instead of me streaming it, you know. So it would be nice to have more people tuned in for something like the music creation, but I suppose it's good to try it out anyway, right? But anyway, look, yeah, I need to go, Jax. So let me just slap the bass, slap this up. Spotify. I'm gonna slap it up. By the way, there's a new Spotify playlist up. It's called Irish 2021 Tracks, and it's not fully updated yet because I've been a little bit away, as you know. So if you just want to check it out, I should post that in the link in the Yoke and Majigger in the description, but I didn't do that. So let me just. Sorry, I'm just trying to resize something here. Let me just do this. Wham bam danken mam. I'm just trying to make it look pretty. I'm trying to make it look pretty. You know what I mean? Right? There we go. It's not perfect. It's not a Dave Duggan what you call it? Neat stream, right? I tried. Look, I know Dave's gonna be at me like, look at that, the corners aren't like they're there. I should have done a border for the thing, but like the effort, like it's not like, you know, you just slap a stroke around the bleeding thing, like, and it should do that though. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like I see these things. It's not like they go unnoticed, but there we go. It's a little bit more centered. Red line though, Kinetics. Enjoy.
I come from a long, long line of denim jean. Cut beside all tops of fiends. I robbed the DEA and overdose. Spent the cash on guns and coke. I am the warmonger, more crazy strong. Dropping drones inside Iran. I'm the big bad supercharged sex machine. All American extra lean. If you lose your cool, baby, I'll lose mine. You try to red line, I love crossing red line. Take the M15 and a pound of green. I'm the triple crown king of ketamine. I'm not fixing me, I'm fixing you. You can take these pills, red, white, and blue. They go down, down, down with a pack of beer, and your eyes go dark and you cannot hear. I might pick you up, see what you got. I got a feeling that it's gonna get hot. If you lose your cool, baby, I'll lose mine. You try to red line, I love crossing red lines.
was your
Pick from the top shelf, man, I get it myself. Only drink when we get low. Can't stop, man, don't you know? Catch me off, no, you won't see. Better me, I stand on me. Better you, too easy feet. Can we stop this then repeat? Oh, I'm off my head. No better feeling than this. You feeling me resist. Oh, I'm off my head. Causing destruction of you. I real eruption of you. Oh, believe in yourself and you'll do anything you said. Take these rules and live as I do. Fear not a thing, be in your skin. I never change for anyone but you. Take from a real man, put it into my hands. I can do more than you. I can do all you can do. Steal from the gods above. Keep it, man, I have that much. You will stay so peaceful. I can be so grateful, son. Oh, I'm off my head. No better feeling than this. You feeling me resist. Oh, I'm off my head. Causing destruction of you. I real eruption of you. Oh, believe in yourself and you'll do anything you said. Take these rules and live as I do. Fear not a thing, be in your skin. I never change for anyone but you.
Well, yeah, I just wolfed down a whole donut there. So, hence why my mouth looks like a hamster. If you go over to my Twitch, it's all about me just eating. Pretty much it's me just eating. I think Rebecca said something about doing an eating stream. I didn't think much of it, but I think she's onto something now, I realise. Right, who's still with me? Let me know in the house who's still here. I'm afraid now I'm going to upload I'm going to open Ableton. And then it's going to just like, all sound will just disappear. Because I'm using something called ASIO for All. And it's just like, it's, I think I've gotten rid of all the evidence. I think it's just going to absolutely destroy my stream. And what, we've only got yourself? I thought Keto would be around. Nobody's hung on, so... I will give a little tester, though. I'm not going to promise that anything's really going to come off it. There's only like 4... Oh, shit, that fell. There's only like 4 things I can cook. Pesto, pasta, rebaked potatoes. What else do I cook, Anna?
You? Pesto,
Mashed potato. I do a great mashed potato.
Pork chops.
Pork chops. Oh, breaded pork chops. Actually, do a little bit.
Paprika.
Oh, I don't do stuffed paprika, Anna.
Baked potatoes.
Stuffed peppers. Sam's still here. Great stuff. All right, we got 2 of yous. Grand, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. You guys are my witness. Oh, I can't stop listening to Dario's music. It's so great. Dario's gone to New York, bless him. He's gone for a couple of months. Going to stand in keyboard player for the Bowie gig this Saturday. So if you're up for a Bowie gig this Saturday in the Tolka House. In the Tolka House. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. A cooking stream would be interesting. Okay. Are we doing some bets? It's a shame you can't actually do predictions on YouTube. Really. Okay, there we go. So, let's predict. Is it going to be disaster or masterpiece? And that goes with the actual performing of it, which I am not a... So, straight off the bat, I can't use my microphone for Ableton, right? Because it can't be split into 2 things. It can't go out to the stream, and it can't go through Ableton. I don't know how. Why didn't I consult my man? Why didn't I consult the dudes that helped me with this stuff? So I turned off ASIO for all. The only thing is I won't be able to sing in time. So maybe we just do an instrumental for today, which is probably a better idea anyway. Right? So it's weird. I need to be able to run this without having to use ASIO for all, because what ASIO does, it basically steps in instead of the sound engineer or whatever, or sound sort of port, and it just starts to prioritize the program to use it, so every other sound is turned off. You can still hear. You can hear me now though, right? Because I can see the thing popping. It just hopped out for a second there. So let me just upload. Do this. I'm closing this. Do I close this? How do I close this? I don't need this. Oh, don't remove that. Blah ba dee ba ba da ba ba dee da ba da. Yeah, just instrumentals. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. And now my VLC is not going to work. Right, Stephen Brennan. MME in Ableton. Great. This, lads, this is just going to turn out to be a tutorial. You guys are going to tutorial me. I have an audio interface, man. I've got the Stein... What do I have? I've got the Yamaha UR22 MK the second in Roman numerals. Isn't that... That's what I thought. Like, or should I... Fuck, I don't know, like... What am I doing here, boys? What am I doing? I'm glad we get to go through this anyway, together. As a community. As a community, boys. Yeah? You here with me? This is just a live tutorial of how Kozak can fix his... do this, finally. Got all me musicians here with me. All me musos head. Tuning in. Let me just... I'm sorry, I might literally just like fixing this up a little bit. Flip horizontal. Great. Right, so this is what I'm looking at. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, okay. Like, let me see. Let me show you. I'll just slap a little bit of backgrounder music just while we get this going, right? Let me just give you some, so it's not completely dead. Is this gonna work now? Oh yeah, so my Spotify got fecked because yeah, because ASIO opened, so that just literally eats up everything. So I need to like get rid of this. Then shit works, okay? So I honestly don't think I should use ASIO at all, guys. But what happens then is I get latency, right? Options, preferences. Let's go. Sounds like a rap song. I'm gonna get into. Right, so this is my sitch. What do we do? What do we do here? I go MME, yeah? I got my Steinberg thing, my output, high definition audio, wave. That's all I get in driver type. That's all I'm getting. And this is my buffer size here. What do you think about this shiz here? Is there any issues here? I don't know if it's showing you. Oh, you don't see the settings. I need to screen grab. Okay, sorry. Let me just move stuff over now. Yeah, I got you. Screen grab. I'm learning. Screen capture. Add source. There we go. Alright, boys. Okay. Now you can see it. Is it too small? Should I zoom in? Let me know, because I think the chat is a little bit delayed. So I don't know if it's still too small for you to see. I don't want, yeah. The latency is input buffer size is 1360. I think that's just like random. Alright, so what happens when I hit ASIO? Basically, my microphone stops working for the stream, so you can't hear me anymore. And, yeah. But everything is then... There's no latency then. I can try it right now. My Spotify background music's gonna stop. Basically what happens is ASIO just like prioritizes Ableton and everything else stops. That's basically what happens. You get me? So if I leave this the way it is, and let's say like I'm fucking whatever. I don't know how loud it's gonna be, by the way. Alright, that was loud. Was it? Was that loud? Sorry. Let me just lower. I'm on 100 volume here. Okay. Okay, I lowered it. Right? Right. Okay. I don't like that bass. I like this one maybe. And now my... Yeah, it's so weird. G doesn't work. Something like that, right? Is it loud still? Something like that. Like that works. Let me put on a simple kind of thing here. Sounds, right? Will I just slap in a piano for now, like just as a filler? Now there will be no Let me know if those volumes get loud again. turn off the background music. So some of my keys decide not to work, which is crazy. Which is not right. And if I change the octave, they decide to work. So... that B isn't working. Something's wrong there. See, I need to fix this, guys. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Maybe go higher. So we're going to do really short, easy, kind of 4-chord stuff here for now. Didn't like that last note. Easy? Easy one, too easy? A, G, 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 G. I need to work on my 4 count as well, because see, it doesn't even count to 4, so... It's mad, like, it used to be fine. Everything was doing absolutely perfect on this thing. And then I reinstalled it, and shiz just got shizzier. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It just got shizzier. Like the 4-bar count as well disappeared on me, which was a big pain. So we could be starting with disaster, you know what I mean? But I checked up everything because we're missing that first one, aren't we? We need to quantize it. So we're missing that first one. There, we should have that back now. There we go. Now don't be stealing my ideas, guys, alright? These are my ideas. Now we're doing this together. I kind of like a bass riff like that. I'm missing some notes though, like it's just fucked. I have an idea. Yeah, what you think? Something like that? Kind of... Not gonna keep it too simple. I'll give you a little funky bass. Ah, fuck that. Right. Hold on. Can't hit that now. What if I just kept it the same throughout, right? Missing all my low notes. What is going on, boyos? I just gotta keep it simple for now. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm missing that. I don't know how Dario does this, seriously. We got some issues with the connectivity of this MIDI device. What are we why are we doing all these different ports here? Are we supposed to add more ports? I don't know. Port 2, port 3? Shall we? Will this fix it all for us? I should just rename this video Drummer Tries Ableton. That doesn't work at all, right? Oh, because I'm using it as a MIDI controller, right? So why is it still picking it up as these to be the keys? Oh, right, it's picking up as some things to be MIDI controller, right? We don't want that. We just want it to be a track thing. But it's still, look, it's using this thing as a control. Guys, this is gonna be too much for today. Something maybe for the future to do, because right now, unless I'm not using it as control, right? It's just as a keyboard. Oh god, I think I just literally fucked all of this up. It was kind of working, but now it's being used as a, it's assuming, unless there's a shift button that I'm missing here. I guess I need to revert back to the settings. So that was a little disaster. Well, I'm not too fussed because it wasn't a big part and there's only a couple of you tuned in, so there's no big deal. I'll just cut off this last part of the video. So yeah, we'll figure this all out another time. Probably for next week. I'll probably get back into it. I am actually looking forward to getting into Ableton again a little bit more. Obviously there's some issues here with my MIDI thing, and there are some underlying issues obviously with the ASIO for all situation and stuff like that, so something I will revert back to, guys, don't worry. But listen, thanks for hanging on, thanks for tuning in. It's a pleasure being back again for our first deMars Live back of this series. We'll be going through all of Christmas, we will be going through to the next year, constantly supporting artists. So feel free to send us in any artists you want to hear as well on the show. If you have any artists that have upcoming releases and things like that, please feel free to share them. And if you took any videos or any kind of pictures and stuff throughout the show, like, do tag me in them and stuff like that, that'd be great. So until then, guys, I'll see you all next week at 6 o'clock. We've got some great artists, pretty big artists coming onto the show over the next few weeks, so do stay tuned. See you all later, guys. Have a great night.
I'm Mark McDonald.
Hi,
Fuck!